I'm not finna listen to that slow
Got a letter
recording.
from the government
Well,
today.
he's
All right.
rapping. There's a lot to discuss, y'all. And as you can hear, I'm really, really, really congested. So I won't be doing a whole lot of the talking today. I think our crew is in place and very efficient. I'll chime in when needed.
You got COVID pox.
COVID pops.
That's what you got.
No, so severe, like every other week or so is these allergies. Like,
Ain't nothing growing. Well, it's still hot outside.
yes, as long as it's
Yeah.
like this, I'll be like this.
And the baby got his allergies acting up too. So I know it's real.
Everybody with asthma, allergies, and eczema is going down right now. So yeah. Carry on, Miss Black. What's happening?
So many things have been happening. Let's see. The story about the guy in prison. I want to get on that first.
Is this so? This is real? When y'all
It's
said
real,
this?
Chuck.
I didn't know this was
It's
a real
real.
thing. What in the
Chuck-
world? Huh? What?
I just want to say, chime in, Chuck. Why?
I didn't. This is terrible. There's nothing to say.
What do you mean there's nothing to say? Like,
Well, let's
It
go back.
speaks
We have to tell the story
volumes.
first.
so a young lady said that her brother is in an institution. He's institutionalized here in a prison in Alabama. Hadn't seen him since June, I believe it was.
Cassie Vaughn.
Yes.
We can say names, right? It's on Facebook. It's an article.
Yeah.
Cassie
Yeah.
Vaughn and Castillo Vaughn.
Yeah.
Y'all looked it
Yes.
up. This is crazy, yo.
So she hadn't seen him in a while, and all of a sudden she gets a picture. I guess I'm assuming it came from his
From a cellmate
his
or somebody locked
cellmate.
up. Yeah.
yeah, it's saying that he was severely malnourished and that he had these surgeries, had like his small intestines taken out. Family had not been made aware.
Wait a minute.
Is
So
somebody knocking?
Mhm.
yeah,
Oh.
I don't like it. So that
Oh, you don't
part
like it from me?
I didn't
Look at
under, I didn't
2022.
get. I didn't know that something had been removed that they were unaware of.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause it
was
looks like
his
he's got
small
surgery.
intestine.
Yeah,
That's
he's got
like the
stuff.
big scar down the center of his stomach. His name is Castillo DeMarcus Vaughn. He's starving to death in Alabama jail.
That
And
don't
then-
even look like the same cat.
It does not.
That looks like an entirely different person.
The GoFundMe has been made for this gentleman, and he's been transferred to a new facility, and attorneys are working to have medical professionals evaluate his health condition, because to decline like this in 2
Like
months
since July. So
is ridiculous. This is not even the same person. He looks like one of those people that are on those commercials about feeding hungry people in Africa or something.
yeah.
Shelley
So
Struthers.
just for a backstory, because you all are kind of telling
Sally
it, but not in full. So the sister did get pictures. We don't know exactly who the pictures came from. The uproar is because no one knows what the condition is, and they don't know if he refused treatment or if this is just results of whatever the condition is.
Well, the
I
first
don't know.
question would
Go ahead.
be, so they said he had something removed, which means that he had
A
to
small
have a surgery.
intestine.
Which means that somebody had to consent, right?
Yeah. Would they not be at liberty to let the family know? Like maybe it was an emergency situation or something like that, and he couldn't let them know. But wouldn't somebody be responsible for
Which is the
getting that
problem.
information to the family?
Right. So that's a part of the problem. The other thing is the sister didn't mention any procedure or any diagnosis at all. So basically, it's just these pictures that came out as far as everybody knew Friday. By the time the story started going, it was just simply put that my brother, like, so that he is being mistreated.
Mhm.
That's the size of the story. That's what we saw. So once our eyes were laid on it, the general public, first, a lot of people's feelings were hurt because, like, how in the world do you allow this to happen to someone human that's incarcerated? Oh, Black is now getting the same phone call. We're gonna block.
No, you're not.
But like, how do you do that? How
folks,
how
don't go
do
to
you
prison.
allow that? Yeah, like right.
Don't go to prison.
do-
This ain't a cautionary tale. Stay on the right
This is
path.
real.
This is
So
crazy,
what
yo.
I'm wondering is like when you're in prison, is it that you can be experimental? We can just do what we want and allow you to suffer the way that we want to. And if nobody says anything, for all you know, the first call that your family may be getting is that they may be getting a call saying that your loved one has died in prison.
No, you're still a human being. You still got rights. You just don't have your freedom. Like it's still supposed to give you the minimum basic care, right? So they got to feed you. They got to allow you to take showers, exercise. All
But
that
they're
other
also
stuff.
saying that he's refusing to eat. That's what they're saying.
Well,
is
they
that
don't-
he's refusing to eat.
Well, hold on, man. That's somebody else controlling the narrative. We don't know until we hear it from him.
That's what I'm saying. It's two
Yeah.
sides to every story. Well,
Yeah.
three.
But in these Alabama prisons, though, you're always hearing about these different cases where people are being mistreated. the living conditions aren't humane at all. Random deaths all the time in these Alabama prisons. So I feel like it's worth investigating. And two sides to a story, but I'm about to
And
get
then
rid
the issue with that is though, now you always hear those things, but these are from inmates,
Mhm.
right? Why are you an inmate?
Well, according
so-
to he's locked up for robbery.
Multiple.
Yeah.
But still, that's wild.
So does any of that matter when it
No.
comes to my condition?
It don't
my
matter.
health?
It don't matter
No.
why you're in there, yo. First of all, don't go to prison. Second of all, though, you still should get basic rates. And basic
I'm just
treatment.
saying, as it relates to the stories, are these
Uh-huh.
stories always trustworthy stories coming from
This don't even look the
you
same
know,
person, man.
inmates?
I mean, I see what I see, and basically, if I get sent those pictures and they say get help, no matter who they came from, like that, you can't make this up. You can't Photoshop my brother to look like this.
Okay,
You beg to differ?
no,
Yeah, I'm
beg
just
to
saying,
differ.
like
Oh,
I
good
just,
Lord, it's worse. What in the world?
I'm just saying. So for those of you who are listening that may not have seen what we're talking about, we will share those. Hello, Miss Gardner. Hello to
Ooh, that's
Tamika, Deandra, and Richard. Thank you all for viewing and commenting. If you comment, we'll know that you're watching. So let us know that you're here. So that's just one of the
Like
many,
emaciated
the
is
many
not even the
stories.
right word. I don't even know what that is.
That's
crazy.
heartbreaking. Like,
Yeah.
how does that happen? And then how can somebody watch that happen? Watch that decline from July until September, and nobody called me prior to this point. Yeah, I saw those. So, like, how does that happen?
Right, and especially over that short period of time, like that's insane.
So,
That I mean, you can't.
yeah, like you can't just
Drastic
sit.
change.
You can't be the guard and like not notice. Hey, Woodruff is declining rapidly. Can we
Right.
get us some assistance
Like,
or whatever?
fam, what you got? I
Yeah.
mean, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Exactly. Like that's would be my question: is what you got?
So
But it's saying that he had like some stomach problems from an old injury and underwent surgery in distress and developed an infection. And then his family received these photos. And this
Yep.
is from Elmore County.
and so another point that was made was that he could be refusing care.
Man, I don't know. That's tough because like that's not healthy. Like he's got to be in distress and like I don't know. Maybe I don't know. It's all sorts of people. Like you said, there's multiple sides to
But
every story.
just
so-
because you're incarcerated doesn't mean you have to be that you deserve to be treated.
no,
like that at all.
no, you're still a person.
And I feel like the Alabama prison system kind of feels like they can treat you however they want to.
Let me see. I got some information over the weekend. That I cannot find, but basically,
You ever used a neti pot before?
a what?
A neti pot.
I don't know what that is by that name, sir.
A neti pot. Dave, no, it's for like
the steam.
yeah, it's the thing where you put the
Oh.
the saline. It cleans the,
Oh, yeah,
your
yeah.
nostrils. Get
Yeah,
your.
I didn't know that that's what that was called, Chuck.
Oh, you thought I was trying to fade you?
I didn't know what you were doing.
That's fair. Nah.
I want to find this message so bad.
Look up a neti pot. That might help your sinuses.
Probably. Give me one, please.
Well, hold on. I said you look up a neti pot. That might help you.
I'm looking for this message. Let me look because I really want to share with you guys a report that was made about. Okay, here we are. Here we are. So basically, oh wow. No, yeah, I'll wait and share that. People are legal aid and other organizations
Of
are
course, Ben
are
Crump is
in.
on it.
Yeah, they are involved.
You
So-
said Ben Crump?
Yeah,
about
he's
size
in
of
on
it.
it.
That's
and
my guy.
Lee
No,
Merritt.
man, watch you.
That's
Why?
I
Why
mean, he's
is
my.
that your guy?
I know him. I mean, meaning he's my. Meaning he's my guy. Like I'm cool with
He
him.
stands for right. He does the work.
I mean, he gets people. He gets people in a better financial situation. I can say that.
This is true.
So,
Hey, we got comments.
I know
When
Lee Merritt,
you
too.
are incarcerated, you are state property. That's a comment, y'all. When you are
But that
incarcerated,
doesn't
you are
mean
state
that
yeah, but you're not.
property.
Hey, ho. That sure. But that's also a movie. Don't do that. Like, here's the deal. You also don't get the right to be experimented on and not be treated like a human being. So
Yeah.
sure. Okay.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Daddy.
Oh yeah. So okay, and then he also speaks to the neti pot. So look, let's
Neti
stay,
pot is real.
let's stay on track here. I want to have a good show.
I thought you wanted to not be congested. I'm just trying to help
I
you.
can't do it now. I have to
mean,
wait.
go to Target when you leave.
No.
So, national renowned civil rights leader Ben Crump has teamed up with lawyers Harry Daniels and Lee Merritt to represent the inmate whose family says the victim is he's a victim of prison neglect.
Yeah.
According to the statement from the lawyers released on Saturday, inmate Castillo Vaughn has been subject to neglect and mistreatment while in prison. The lawyer said they are attempting to secure emergency medical treatment and investigate Vaughn's mistreatment and neglect at the hands of state correctional officers.
And what's crazy about this is this took a photograph or two photographs and a concerned sibling. It's
Yeah.
our sister,
Mhm.
right?
My sister.
To then put it on social media. Like, this is one of those times I feel like social media is a good thing.
Mhm.
Because y'all know how I feel about it.
And
But-
it has gone so far, like
Right.
everywhere.
But,
It's
but think
national
about this.
now.
It took all of that for us to be talking about this. You don't know how often this may be happening
Right.
to other people.
That's
That's why
talked
it's
about.
vital.
So
Right.
I don't care about the state property nonsense. Like, you still got rights, yo.
One thing that comes to mind for me, like when I think about the incarcerated or ever getting in that type of trouble to the point where I'm going to prison and like nobody is really there to defend me because that's the culture there.
Right.
Like this is the culture. It's acceptable for me to say, I don't care, go in there and sit down.
You're
And I-
less than.
right. And I'm
Yeah.
sitting here for 24 hours.
Yeah.
Right. Or I'm on a hunger strike because this is what the culture does. And they can't make me eat, but I don't eat to the point that
They said he's lost 75 pounds in a month.
That is insane.
It also
Like, I don't know how
says-
you recover from that.
It also said that he's requested to receive medical attention at least 11 times between July 30th
okay, so that part I did not
and
see.
September 22nd.
Yeah, like I did not
Yeah,
see that
that's
part.
wild.
As a result, each time he received appropriate medical attention and or care, as part of that care, he spent at least 13 days in an institutional infirmary. Additionally, he was treated at an outside hospital 3 times in the same time frame, resulting in one major surgery, at least 17 days in the hospital.
There's nothing about that medical care that's appropriate.
Nothing
That's-
that
you
would
can't
make them look
75
like
pounds
that.
in a month. That's insane.
So
That's insane.
I wonder if when incarcerated, and Courtney, I think this speaks to your point, when do we call your relatives to make any type of announcements, like whatever it may be? Hey, we're switching them to this hall. We are change of meds. We are
Changing his prescription from this to that. We've had to put him on this because of that.
and I don't think that happens.
So my question to that would be just on personal experience. Okay, so shut up. I
Numbers.
know as a
That's-
family member, I'm expecting you to call me
Right.
Mhm.
every Thursday, right? So if I don't hear from you, I'm calling to check on you, right? So from there, somebody has to relay some sort of information. So I might let one time where you can't give me nothing fly, but if I call back and you still can't give me nothing, or we're gonna hit the road. So I'm just trying to see where was the breakdown between them not getting information and him getting here.
But maybe
It happened all really quickly, though.
right. It's number
2
one.
months ain't quick.
Well,
yeah, not
number-
that quick.
But number two or number one, whatever. He might not have somebody regularly call. Like, his sister might not be regularly contacted. Like, there's some people.
This is an emergency where she was contacted.
Right, maybe. So, like, in your example, you hollering at somebody every week. Well, maybe somebody wasn't talking to him every week, or maybe.
But
he
if I'm
wasn't
an
reaching-
in this, like I said, from personal experience, yeah, you may not call me once a week, but you gonna call me once every 2 weeks because you looking for some money.
maybe unless his books, his commissary is already tight. Numbers.
I don't know.
Or
just
depending
a
on
bunch
what
of
type
different-
of
It's a bunch of different variables there.
right. Because I was
Even
gonna
if
say
you ain't,
like,
even if you, if and for me, just from the outside looking in, she's a concerned sister.
right.
So it seems like she's used to some sort of communication with her brother.
I would say even if I weren't a concerned sister, if I saw those pictures right there, my brother, now I'm automatically concerned. I hadn't talked to you in 2 years, and I get these pictures.
Yeah.
I'm on the way.
And then too, let me say this.
Just saying.
And there are still, even though it's hundreds of people and thousands of people, well, hundreds of people in prison, there are still social workers in prison. Everybody is still attached to somebody. So
Yeah.
that's what thousands of people. So that's effective case management, because if you are on my caseload, if you're not coming to see me, that means I need to come around
Right.
and see you. And if I saw you like the first picture, then somebody's dropping it. Somebody's dropping the ball. It's a
Yeah.
whole bunch of balls dropped.
Yeah, phrasing. Horrible
Yeah,
there.
I didn't know how to fix
Very
that.
horrible
But,
there.
I didn't know how to fix that. but-
Your comments, your thoughts on this situation. If you have not seen the pictures, they may be pictures that you don't want to see, but it paints a picture of, for one, how inmates are treated. First of all, how they can be
Mhm.
treated. Two, it paints a picture of how Black inmates are treated.
And let me say this: say what you want to say about Ben Crump and my guy Lee Merritt is my guy because we went to school together. But the one thing I will tell you about this is everybody gonna know about it now.
Oh yeah,
Now that he involved, everybody, this is gonna be a national story.
it is.
It is national.
Right. So I mean, that's the thing.
It's reached everywhere. at
Ben,
this
he got his.
point.
I understand. There's some issues there, but at least there is now going to be national awareness and national attention. Now you're also going to see people starting talking about prison reform or like start beating that
Bring it
horn a little bit
back, right.
harder or louder and all that. So there is still some good that's going to come from this.
I
I'm
want
just saying.
I want some form of good to come from it because according to this, he's serving a 20-year sentence for
Yeah.
multiple charges of unlawful breaking and entering in
ain't gonna
a
do all-
vehicle,
You're not going to do all
as
that.
well as burglary one charge. You get 20 years for that, but I know there are people who have attempted murder charges and murder charges who get out
Well, it's
in less time. He's
multiple-
32.
multiple number one. So it's more than one. Number two, he ain't going to do the whole 20 years. He's not doing the 20-year stretch. He might do like 11. But still,
He need to get out at this point. He's
He-
32
well,
and he
I-
looks like
he
No,
needs
'cause
medical.
once
He
get
needs
well,
medical
he's-
attention.
Once he gets well, he might be a robber still. We don't know.
and just
Right.
like these people are still murderers still who get right
So
on
they
back
need to
out.
stay tuned.
Check it out. Now think about it from this. I'm gonna play the devil's advocate.
Don't do that.
Hey man, it's vital.
got you.
It's
You gotta
vital.
be
Never
Right.
advocate.
Dig
Don't
this.
ever advocate for the devil. What you got, Dave?
You dig this. Now, what if his family really they advocate for him to get better attention, but they really don't want him out
Right. we just want
because
him to
when
be
he
treated
gets
fairly.
out, he becomes their
That
responsibility.
it's a day
He,
problem.
he
It's a
is
yeah. Right now he's
the state of Alabama's problem.
yeah, but when he gets out, now he's got to go through the medical bills come to them, rehab come to them. So it could be a rah. Look at my brother. But in reality, nah. Look at my brother.
Yeah, it's a humanity problem. It's just it's the mere fact that you have people that are treated inhumanely, not just in institution, not just in the jail or prison system, but in boarding homes, in
Mhm.
mental institutions,
Mhm.
in other
Halfway
institutions.
houses.
Yeah,
Group
where,
homes.
right, where people can't fully care for themselves, or where they have already adopted the attitude that I am the property of this place.
Do group homes still exist?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Still out there?
yeah.
They do.
And they also have stories of neglect and different things like that. People don't
One
care
was
about
called like
people
a
that are
house of
themselves.
horrors. I can't remember where it was.
Oh,
I just
boy.
read about one recently that was called a house of horrors, where like these teens grew up and they're adults now. They're giving their accounts on how they were treated in these group homes.
Y'all be liking all that dark stuff, man. Y'all talking
It's
about Dahmer
like-
and all this crazy nonsense.
Yeah.
Like, what's
do
going
that.
on?
It's you. So let's do this then. Let's go to that, because that is the talk of the nation right now, according to Netflix, that Jeffrey Dahmer has reemerged because of the new Netflix docuseries that a lot of us are watching. And as Chuck said, it is rather dark. For me, it's very, very much a case study, because you look at all of the back, docuseries help you to see how people became who they are.
Here's a weird thing about it, though. for
What
me.
is it?
Like, I might pull up and watch it at some point, but like, I remember this in real time. So, like, I don't know. Like, what is there?
I don't.
I do.
How old
100%.
was
He
I?
ate people.
We were-
What?
We were
He's
old
a
enough to
cannibal.
remember it.
Yes.
I remember it, but like
I remember.
I don't remember like
this.
exactly.
I don't remember.
I don't.
So these are
remember
three.
exact
These are 3
cases.
decades. These are Chuck. Like we kind of in between each, but Courtney is a little bit younger than us. Black, were you sheltered?
I was sheltered.
I mean, this. You want to talk about
So-
national attention again? This was
This was big.
this was huge when this happened.
So yeah, you remember the name, right?
Uh-huh.
yeah, I knew he was eating people.
Okay,
Yes.
so that's about the size of it. But this docuseries actually gives these people in this situation a story. It paints a picture of how people become who they are. And so
It was wild.
I think the fascination for so many people now is that we can actually put the story with what we remember as kids. Like it's a
Okay.
wow, dang, I do remember that, but I didn't know it was like that. I didn't know he was killing black men and eating them.
Yes. Yes.
So like a lot of people
That
may
was
not
his
remember
preference.
that.
That was his preference. I like.
Yeah.
Again, I have not seen. I've seen an advertisement for it, but like I haven't looked at. Like I remember all of this in real time. He was a problem. He was a real problem.
And so
Okay, y'all listen.
what?
I just looked up what years he was active in
91
killing
to
people.
94.
I was in 4th grade. That like, why would I be?
But don't you remember we had another show we were talking about where the little boy hit a boy in the head with a rock walking home.
Yeah,
Y'all
I
remember
remember
that?
that. Yeah, I
I don't
remember that.
remember that story. I was like, oh, I do remember that. I'm like, what?
I remember
mean,
this
I
because
remember,
it was national. It's like it was national attention. You got to remember, ain't no social media back then. So like whatever's on the news, everybody is focused on the same thing. And I remember people were like, "What in the world is going on?"
He was
Keep your black
killing
boys
it.
at home.
He was
Right.
killing the people from 1978 to 1991.
He took
Right.
He took a break.
He got
because
arrested.
we weren't even alive
Hold on,
most
but
of the time he was doing
But he
this.
got arrested when?
91,
Yeah, this was a.
And he was killed in 94.
94.
Right. Yeah.
because
He
he,
was
wanted
tired.
Now,
to.
what
No,
kind of
he was
fool you
trying
gotta
to.
be?
I'm
Start
not
up again.
mentally ill.
Mentally
Crank it
ill.
up again.
Everybody
So
wired
that's why
different.
it's so fascinating for me, and it's not just fascinating for me, but like I said, it is very much. It's still one of those things about people that slip through the cracks and how the system does not respond the way that they need to when they need to. Anytime I've seen a threat, I've said this is a threat, and Dahmer had been reported as a threat for a long time.
Long time. Yep.
And I'm just like, dang. So even your parents see that you're a threat, but something is different with them as well. So these people slip through and they harm other people, cause a lot of people a lot of hurt and harm. And then they try to imprison it. You cannot imprison mental illness, substance abuse, or any of that. You have to treat that. And he was never treated. He was ignored
And
and
I think I
allowed to run rampant.
Yeah, I think I remember it also because of the shy factor. Like black people were his preference. Like that was his preference. Like, what is
Right,
happening?
that is so crazy. It
New
says it was-
definition. I like dark meat. But
Right,
Literally.
I was like,
That is
I
such a
don't like
horrible
that.
joke.
Literally.
According to this, it says he was well mannered and soft spoken and pleasant in appearance. So
And
I
his
guess
GPA was a .42.
what you want to say is
so he was a little slow.
it's always the quiet ones. Got to watch out for the quiet ones.
Uh-oh.
He killed 17 people.
All right. Now, if that don't speak to you, I don't know what will. You are listening to the Abby Award-winning Vital Show right here on V94.9 WATV. On Sunday nights, the V stands for Vital. When we come back, we're going to talk more about people like Jeffrey Dahmer. We'll be right back.
You've never heard of a neti pot before?
I've heard of it. It's like you boil
I've never- now-
women
And it's
and
kinda
some
gross.
other stuff.
Why is it so loud in here? I've never now I will say this. I've used one time, and it's weird because like
And like you put a towel over your
Yeah,
head
it's
and you
kinda gross.
inhale.
no, that's different. That's a
Oh.
vaporizer. Neti pot it's this thing. It has saline solution, so you pour it in your nostril, and it comes out. It drains
Yeah,
it that
it's
way. But
gross.
it's weird because
She's not gonna use this.
no other way I can say it. You got to know how to close the back of your throat. That's,
Wait a minute.
you have to. You have to. You have to. Yeah,
She's not gonna use
it's weird.
it.
It's weird.
You're not gonna use it.
You just need to put your head over some
Hey,
steam.
but the
and
people I
inhale.
know. It's vital.
Yes. It did rock last night.
Shout out to the party rockers, y'all.
Shout
I hate I
out.
missed y'all.
That
Hey,
was
man.
so strange.
Yeah.
Okay, so last night, let's talk about the weekend right quick before we get back into the topic that we just left.
Cannibalism. Okay.
Yeah, let's go back to
All right.
Let's
do
go
that.
back to the weekend. So over the weekend, a lot of things happened. Shouts out to the Brenda Brown's bosom buddies for the Sister Strut, the annual breast cancer walk.
That was this weekend.
That was this weekend. That was Saturday morning. Got out there. Everybody that is always supporting was there. Hopefully, if you are someone that wants to be a part of something great, once again, that looks like you, support Brenda Brown's bosom buddies. You can pull them up on social media, check them out, and be a part of that. A great time, great walk, great effort.
Got men
Then-
out there walking like giraffes.
So crazy. Now, Chuck, what are you a part of?
The MHRC Young Professionals Board, we do a thing that funds a program called the Healthy Happy Kids. Whole point of this is we pick 2 schools and we send people in there as an after school program to teach kids how to learn healthier eating habits that they can then take home and try to change things that way, because as you know, we predisposed to diabetes, high blood pressure, hypertension, all that other kind of stuff. So it's a good program. And so there was something I did not go to on Saturday because I got stuck out of town.
Oh,
But we do something called Harlem and Ham. Most of y'all have heard of it before. It used to be called
Casino
Royale when it was at like Workplay and all these other places. Did it. Everybody pulled up at the museum. It's for a good cause. Doing it again next year, I assume. Probably going to be back at the museum. Probably going to have the Party Rockers again there. Probably going to have Lady Wu hosting. I will probably be there.
You will definitely. We're gonna make sure
And
that you're there.
I might split DJ duties with me and Casey.
That would be
he
amazing.
did all the setups and hookups and put people in place with each other, and he
didn't show up.
never showed.
But here's the deal, though. If I can help you, I'm gonna help you.
This is
I'm
true.
gonna put you
Look,
on. I ain't
all
gotta
of us
be
are
there.
asking each other.
I
"Where's
know.
Shop? Where's Shop?"
I got a bunch of messages.
So that's great that people care.
Yeah.
And Jeffrey Dahmer couldn't have gotten you because we would have been looking for you.
Yeah, well, no, I mean y'all. Y'all don't holler at me during the week until like Saturday. When y'all
This is not true. We talk
You're
all
right.
day,
You're
every
right.
day.
You know what? Well, I just told a fib.
You did.
We don't
I
talk
mean,
all day, but we talk often.
We talk all day, and then
It's in spurts.
yes,
It'd be like ghost silence. It'd be ghost for like 4 days and be like 37 messages in like an hour.
then you come back and be like, "What are you talking about?"
I'm lost
Sir,
all the
we,
time.
Look, we can't catch you up. So that was an awesome event. I don't play cards at all. I've never had the attention span to want to sit down and play a card game, except Uno sometimes. But last night I was a diamond dealer, and I think I was the only one that stayed at my post. And I learned how to deal and play blackjack last night.
Kelvin Datcher did?
He was sitting down playing and stuff.
Oh, so I'll say this: I'm a fun diamond dealer, but if Casey let me DJ with him, I'm gonna do both next year.
I didn't know it was that easy though.
is.
This
You just gotta
is
count.
what blows my. And
gotta-
I'm not good at
you
this.
just
So I
gotta be able
stayed
to count.
away.
Because blackjack is like when I go again. If you have gambling problems, sit this part out.
Yes.
But when I go to wherever, it's always blackjack and roulette. Those are games I play.
See, I just do the slides. I just like to
Yep. all
run it
day.
up, right? Run it up.
Hope I get
But
rich.
but I'm gonna try it when I go
Blackjack is
back.
fun.
I really enjoyed it last night. Like
21.
Chuck said, the Party Rockers rocked it.
Yeah.
The energy was good, and the outfits were good. I put my outfit together in about 30 minutes because yes. So
Oh, and shout out to the city of Birmingham for letting us use the Birmingham Museum of Art.
for sure, we're gonna do.
Thank you,
something
Mayor.
there as well.
Put-
Hey,
You put people first on Saturday.
give you some bells there. All right, now. When you start talking about situations like this whole Jeffrey Dahmer, who else? Not Marilyn Manson.
Charles Manson.
Charles Manson. Who is Marilyn? That's the same.
That's
That's,
a-
oh wow, sorry.
You just gonna throw
Same-
him in there.
same-
Just
same
gonna throw him
thing.
in there.
John Muhammad. Don't forget about him.
With the
What he do?
up in DC.
He was a Maryland sniper.
Don't
Mhm.
do
DC
that.
sniper. He was one of the few ones that's black.
Keep researching.
Yeah.
So one of the few
Wayne
black
Williams,
ones.
the dude in Atlanta.
No.
You couldn't. Now we were young, but like there's a whole
Oh, I remember that.
yeah, because Andre talked about it.
I think I watched a special on that.
Yes, they
He
did.
was a black guy, wasn't he?
Yes,
So the few like
there was a summer that black parents would not let
Right.
black kids go outside because it's dude.
because we don't know what's going on.
Right.
Where is he? What is he doing? The one, people that who were the girls that were in the house in Ohio? Like that's what we started to remember later on, like these smaller stories that were not just mad, like shooting, killing sprees where people had a type of person that they were looking for. But what does that do to the psyche of a nation when you hear that somebody's running wild, killing people of a certain demographic? What is it? Are we don't think it can happen to us? We just want to see it. Like what? Other than making Facebook statuses about it, what do you all think is going to come from this?
Grab your stick.
They're blicky,
Shoot first. Yep. Ask questions later.
but you never know. So like these people were unsuspecting. Jeffrey Dahmer was going to gay bars and not being like nothing was normal about him at all. Like the
Mm-mm. He
conversation
didn't
is
even look normal.
ridiculous.
I'm not mad at Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm mad at the fools that went home with him. Y'all not talking about the right stuff.
Okay, let's talk about it.
He wasn't crazy. The people that went with him were crazy.
And I
You gotta
guess he
be pretty
peeped game,
crazy to eat
right?
a person.
What?
You do.
You can say
You
it,
eat
Dave.
people.
What?
Check this out.
If you eat chicken thighs,
Like-
you the person.
Like we talked about, earlier. It was so many variables that said don't go.
get him.
The main one was when you walked in that house and you smelled not roach, You smelled
Awoke.
you smelled flesh. You smelled rotting flesh.
And if
And
you
you
don't know what
still
that
went.
smells like
It
some people
stank.
can't say I don't know what this smells like, but you know when something
You
is
know
like
something,
really, really
right,
funky
like-
and abnormal.
Oh,
And he had enough stuff in his house to the neighbor smelled it down the hallway.
Bruh.
So how
So why
do
we
you
going in here?
So this is my vital thought about it. Outside of the smell, the privilege that was displayed from the beginning, that has been displayed off top with Jeffrey Dahmer being able to even skate with all of this. I'm in this area. I'm awkward. I'm really, really weird. I live in this apartment complex. My neighbor is calling the police
She
over
was the
and
black
over
lady.
again,
and
right?
She didn't play.
She was not a nosy neighbor. She was somebody that smelled and heard and saw a problem.
Yeah.
They would come by and he would get off. He would explain. They would look. They wouldn't look all the way. They pull him over. He gets let off because he's white and he has privilege and he's 18.
Mhm.
And we want you to, yeah, we're not gonna mess your life up. He gets off because he lies and said, "Hey, this is my partner." Like, no black boy, not even us. No, we would not be able to get away with what he was getting away with that allowed him to kill these people.
And that was obvious in the first the first
How many episodes? How
Episode-
many episodes? Is it 6?
It's
10.
10.
10?
Yeah.
but that was obvious in the first episode when the black guy ran into the police. And instead of them listening to him, he like got on the ground.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So that's the
It's not-
14-year-old.
Look,
So you
y'all,
gotta
I ain't
watch
watched it yet.
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna
you gotta
get-
watch
I'm
it. We
gonna
don't
get
want to
on
spoil it. But for those people who lived through it, they heard this stuff
Yeah.
already. So it's not new.
It ain't a spoiler. It's already happened.
Yeah, it has happened, right?
Right.
But if you're new and you don't recall it and you
Yeah.
want to watch it, we're just telling you like the things that you can see from watching it. Privilege. Black prisoners, white prisoners, those who escape, those who go back. Like I saw one, I was watching something where it wasn't Jeffrey Dahmer, it was somebody else that was escaping. It was Ted Bundy.
Yeah, another
Mhm.
one.
I watched that one too.
You jumping out they let you go to the library because you want to defend yourself. And you
Right.
jump out and escape twice.
Right.
Let me try to jump out and escape.
You ain't going nowhere.
you getting popped.
Solitary.
Privilege.
That's if you stay alive.
This man was gone for 7 days. Ted Bundy, 7 days in the wilderness,
7 whole.
and they let him go, and they didn't watch him. Y'all, you ain't finna do that.
My bad.
You're not doing that. So yeah, make sure you check that docuseries out if you don't remember, or if you just want to kind of see and be upset all over again. That's a good watch. That's what everybody's
I'm most definitely
talking
gonna
about.
binge watch it.
That's wild.
How many episodes is it?
10.
Oh, I
That's
can
a
do
crazy
that.
binge, man. You might need to take a break. Like,
Because you might want to go bite somebody
right.
afterwards. I
Let
don't
that
know.
thing marinate.
I do that.
This
And if you
dude
bite
had a-
somebody, bite them in the good way.
yes.
Cannibalism is not cool, yo.
Cheryl. There
Okay.
you go with that laughing, like, bruh.
What else, Black?
We didn't talk about this in our group chat. This is something I just wrote up on. So one of the reasons people have lost faith in the church, Pastor Juanita Bynum faces scrutiny
Is that secular person? Who's
after
that?
revealing
Uh-uh.
she is charging $1,499 for a month-long prayer course.
Okay.
Again, I'm not mad at Juanita.
The
If
reason
you buy
Y'all
that,
pulling up. Yeah, that's on you.
yeah.
the Prayer Institute, which is set to begin on October 6th, offers a 4-week in-person course in an undisclosed location in Atlanta, a tote bag, a binder, a prayer shawl, and anointing oil And a
Dang, sounds like a
certificate.
hustle.
of completion, just to name a few items, for only $14.99.
Hey,
That is a
$15.99.
discount from the original price of $1,199.99.
So, two things. First thing. So, she's not the secular music person?
Yes.
That
Yeah,
is
that's
her.
her.
That
Is
we
she?
were
Oh
talking
yeah. Okay. I'm
That's
sorry.
her.
about. The second thing, he might get mad at me. Y'all holler Dave. He'll pray with you for free. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do.
And
That's
those
what we
are,
also.
He's
and
supposed
that's
to
what
do
everybody
that.
is saying. $14.99 to teach me how to pray, girl.
Teach me
how to Dougie.
pray.
Like,
So-
really? It's a
So-
joke. Somebody said, please take this down. This is truly shameful, and one of the reasons people have lost faith in church because of greed.
Well,
But there are
okay.
also people that are
Girl,
going to do
please
it.
have
Courtney, right.
several
There are
seats.
people who are going to pay this money.
Yeah,
So-
they are.
Now, this is trending. Sarah Jakes Robert
Yeah.
and her father. So he passed the baton down to her, right?
TDJ.
TD
Oh,
Jakes.
TJ. Okay.
And I do understand
person.
that he passed down the whole woman thou art loose.
Loose. Yeah.
But what's the difference? You're still paying for religion and it's free on every block in Birmingham.
what everybody is saying is basically like you're charging me basically $2,000 to learn how to pray. What are you telling me that what
Here-
are you going to teach me or tell me that I can't read for myself that's in the
I
Bible?
learned
Here's-
the proper way to pray
Go ahead.
as a kid. Like they, you
There is.
yeah,
Is there?
like well, Dave, you seminary.
The
Let's
Bible
go.
tells you if when you pray, say this, our Father, which art in heaven. That's what it says.
Hallowed.
But here's the thing for me. You can't tell I love the music.
I do too.
And the church say, yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
you can't teach me how to tell, you can't teach me what to tell God
Right.
about me. You can't teach me that.
Hallelujah.
Like my mama, to this day, my mama don't want you to go get her a card for Mother's Day. A card. She's like, tell me how you feel. Don't go pay $7.99 for somebody else's words.
I'm
You
waiting
can't-
on somebody to start screaming.
Nah.
Hey, you see how she changed it back real quick, didn't
Hallelujah.
she? She went back. But that's my thing about it. I'm gonna pay you $1,500 for you to tell me what I need to tell the Lord. When I'm going through something, I don't need to say, hey, Black Courtney, listen, y'all talk to the Lord for me. When I'm going through, Jesus, I need you now. This for me.
But a lot of people feel like you have to go through someone else to send a
I need an
prayer for you.
intercessor.
Right.
That means
Yo,
your relationship
And
ain't
that's their
close.
That's
prerogative,
true.
though. But that's on them. Whatever you want to spend your money on.
I agree because I can spend my money on an instructional on how to rap.
But here's the thing.
I want to improve my skills.
There are a lot of people who will go to that, but they're not tied to a church.
A church.
Mhm.
You won't listen to a local pastor, but you're gonna go give her $14.99.
They teach our pastors teach classes too for $499.
Stop it. You got
They
Peter
do.
Papa water.
Oh, I
You
mean,
got your boy
I wanna
Kearney
know if
Thomas that
somebody
scream in
ordered-
the middle of the night.
Ah, yes.
You
that
got
just
the
woke me
cursing
up
preacher.
many-night.
Yeah.
You got Jesus Christ. You got that dude. You know,
Yeah.
it's a bunch of them
You
out
got
there.
book writers, right?
Yeah, you got everybody. You got the Crip dude, the gangster who was gangster walking with the cane, and but how can you tell me what to tell the Lord?
I would say this. Apparently, her prayers have been being answered. If she teaches prosperity and she gonna teach me, and I'm gonna be like her, I'll go. How much is it? So you may look at it that way. You may look at it, well, hey, Juanita Bynum used to make albums. She used to sing. She made songs, or whatever she did. She wrote books. She's a successful Christian woman.
She making money off y'all.
It's only an issue because she is attached to religion. We pay people for things all the time. You pay mentors for different things
Waist
all the time.
trainers,
Right. And
I
these
ain't paying for no
tea,
waist
you know what I'm saying? So I think that the real issue is that she's attached to religion and she put a price on it.
okay.
That's
It
the
needs to
only
be
thing
free.
for me.
Okay.
If it
Yeah.
was we do house buying seminars, we know how to flip houses. I go to that. But you can't tell me when it comes to my faith, that's between me.
And I get I
And the
I
good
agree.
Lord,
I do
you-
agree.
you- You can't tell me what to tell God about my situation because you don't know me like that.
Mhm.
But if you telling me you and Wu hosting a podcast seminar, I'm gonna pay for that because I want to learn how to be better on the air. People selling houses, I'm gonna pay for that. But talking to the Lord, I'm just gonna get in the room and get on my knees and talk to him.
What about the
That's free.
GMWA Gospel Music Workshop of America?
I've been there 50 million times.
right. Do we pay?
You do, but it's music.
Actually, I think you do pay like
It's
we have
music,
large
though.
church conventions and stuff like
What's
you
the
pay
difference?
for
It's,
programs.
it's
and,
music. It's
You pay
it's-
for programs,
but it's mass choirs
and you
and
pay
songs. Nobody's telling you, come on in here and get on your knees for
And
$1,500. I'm gonna tell you how to pray. It's just a music convention.
So therefore, you have to pay the musicians because musicians do not come cheap. So you pay for those experts and those drummers and those organists and people to direct the choirs and teach those notes and stuff like that. So I understand that. But as far as like paying you to teach me how to pray,
Juanita
girl,
not
leave
just
me
teaching you
alone.
how to pray.
It's-
She gave you a whole
You
package
gotta
of
pay-
stuff that she gonna
Exactly.
give you.
exactly.
But it
Well, I
was
think we should go.
coin a prayer thing. So that's
This
what
is
people
true.
are having.
Yeah, and it's
It's-
because it's attached to religion.
They're
She
not
should've-
saying
she
it's a
should've worded it
women's
different.
conference come and while we're there, we gonna pray. You saying I'm gonna pay you $1,500 to teach me how to say our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be
Yeah,
thy
she
name. thy
worded it
kingdom."
wrong.
That's in the Bible.
And
It's
then
free.
close it off in the name of Jesus.
Yeah.
In the
Amen.
name of
Same thing in my
Jesus.
Bible and yours if you ain't told the page out.
All right. You're listening to Vital right here on V94.9 WATV. Chuck, what are you looking up? What you got?
Oh, I'm playing Candy Crush.
I
We
know
didn't
you're
talk about
not.
Neil Long.
I am playing Candy Crush.
Yeah.
But hold
He
on, before
always
that,
blames
hold
being
on.
a
I thought he was
I'm
gonna say
telling.
something though.
No, I have a question. So this may say too much about me. There cannot be a wrong way to pray. When you say the Bible says you got to pray like this, like if I don't do it like that, that don't mean that don't mean I'm
Did
not
it not
praying.
go up?
Nah,
Is the
I'm
blessings
not with
not
you on
gonna
this
come
now.
down?
It's not saying there's a wrong way to play, but it's just a blueprint of how
It's a
to. That's
template.
it. It's a
It's a
template.
template.
Wu said that I learned how to pray the right way when I was younger. You then said the Bible says this is how you
Are
pray.
you quoting me? Did I say that?
You
Like I
did.
learned the right way.
But you asked, don't the Bible say something about that? So I said, no, you asked that question. You said, but don't the Bible say something about that? And I said, yes, it does. Yeah, correct.
What was that?
What? Next. So
You
yeah.
are not a dancer.
Shut up, Chuck.
Oh my God,
Shut
what
up,
was
Chuck.
that?
Ideal.
Okay.
Look, yeah, Chuck.
Ma'am.
To the point. To the question.
Not y'all, but Chuck. Look
About
now.
I mean, because that is a good point, like praying the right way. So you remember Vacation Bible School,
Yes.
Sunday
Mhm.
school, what they used to, now this is before our time when I hear people talk about like BLS or what is that, BTS or B something, BTU, maybe that,
What?
something like that. I don't know. But all of these different programs where young people like that, the things that we don't have anymore. Are
Tent
you?
revivals
I see. Where's one down there off along?
The foot wash.
right now.
My bad.
That is not the same.
Oh, that's why it started.
It did.
That's
start as a
exactly how the
religious
foot wash
event,
started.
right?
That is his. Yeah. I'm sorry, my bad. The
What
foot wash started
nah,
off
the
as a
foot wash,
religious.
yes, because Jesus washed
Yes.
the folk feet.
And
But
it's-
the freaknik,
It
there
ain't
wasn't no
the same
freaknik in
today.
the Bible. Was
Oh, you can get whatever you want at the foot wash.
there? Hold on, Dave, come here. What?
But the if you look at, I'm gonna see the documentary. How about
Please,
that?
because
Yeah.
baby, that one holy.
It wasn't about
L.R.
praying. It was about some college kids, spring break coming, smaller things, but you know, it has some. I seen the documentary.
Okay, so look, there are several things that we can be discussing right now because there's so much going on in the world. But the question that I want to ask to tie all of that into your story, Ms. Black, about Juanita Bynum, and the idea that a lot of the issues we have now with our young people, with society today, is that we don't have a basis. We don't have a solid foundation that is spiritual, where children or even adults learn anything about spirituality. People just kind of believe in the universe, some rock, some tree, some something, some plant, and they feel that life is full. More power to them. But does that have something to do with the state of the world as it is
I don't think so.
and how people are?
When the world was overly religious, we still had people killing, raping, robbing, stealing, and wars. So, like, I don't know.
Is it worse?
I don't know.
I feel like people
I don't
are
know.
are steering more away from religion and trying to become more spiritual because there is a price tag put on religion versus
Yeah, $14.99, whatever it was. I just-
1,000. $499, like way too much.
That is wild.
They give Bibles away for free. Okay, I wonder what your thoughts were on that. I got some commenters saying that on my private prayer or personal prayer, the Holy Spirit teaches how to pray. Prayer is personal. At another comment, they were talking about what I was asking about. Somebody said it's BYPU, and then somebody else said BTS. What do those stand for, you guys?
BTS is a Chinese.
Buddhism, like, what do you believe in? We talked about this in short it wasn't even in short. We talked about this last Sunday as well, just about different religions and how they are able to dominate now because there's no solid foundation for people to believe in something that they can understand. People don't understand it.
Wait, what's your question? What's your question again?
The statement. So last Sunday we talked about a guy that I saw outside downtown forcefully teaching his beliefs.
You talking about who? The guy that stands on the corner
These guys normally collectively, yeah. So
over at 5 Points?
sometimes they're there, but this one was downtown last Sunday. And as I was walking out of where I was coming from, he gave like a very direct statement about women. Once women learn their roles again, the world will then be reordered and we'll be
Hey,
put back
that
in
just
order.
triggered me.
So-
I don't want to talk about
Hold on.
Sorry.
So when women knew they place and knew they roles, we still had people robbing, killing, stealing,
Like
raping.
nothing-
So you're saying that wait. So you're saying that we don't know our place or
No,
our
no,
role?
no,
Did you
no,
just say
no.
when
He's
women?
triggered. Chuck.
No.
That ain't what he said.
Just listen to me.
That's not what he
Dave,
said.
go
That's
ahead
in
and get some
response to old
water
boy.
sprinkle
Yeah.
on her. Oh, okay. I ain't in there.
You know, we got a personal thing.
All right.
I told you to take the win.
Okay. Black, any more stories for the first half?
I guess we can wait.
Y'all said Nia Long. We're gonna talk
We're gonna
about
talk about
Yeah, we're gonna talk
Hey,
about
man,
Nia
do
Long.
something.
We'll wait to get to the gentle parenting on the second half. I feel like that's gonna
the
take
gentle
a-
what?
Oh, so just save it.
I'm
Nia
gonna save
Long,
it.
please.
The Celtics employee with whom what's his name? I'm Udoko
I
Something
don't
like
know.
that. Yeah.
had an affair, helped make all his travel arrangements, and that job sometimes included organizing travel for his fiancee Nia Long. Sources connected to the couple and the NBA franchise tell TMZ one of the staffer's duties included planning Udoko's team-related travel, and we're told she was also involved in booking travel for Nia Long to come to Boston or road games. Basically, he cheated, and that's what it is, and that's what they be doing.
So he cheated with somebody that was directly involved with also assisting his fiance as well.
Yeah,
And he also had an affair with the owner's wife as well.
Mhm.
Oh, see, I
And,
didn't know
like,
that part.
Mhm.
That's why
what
he got
gets
that
the
year.
Yeah.
He ain't coming back, yo. He's not coming
Like,
back.
He
I'm
not
telling
coming back.
you.
He
No.
might not work no wells.
Like the travel lady, okay, you can cheat with her. Cool, we'll let
Right.
that slide. But my wife and I'm the owner, boy,
Brad
right here.
the team president, Brad Stevens, got choked up Friday during a news conference,
Yeah, he did.
saying the scandal had been particularly upsetting for all the female employees due to the speculation about who had the affair with Udoka.
Yes, because so there's a podcast. I listen to like I'm gonna listen to our podcast whenever we start it.
Yes.
Hopefully I'm gonna
Or
be on it.
simulcast. You
But
will be.
whatever it's called. But there's a podcast or two that I listen to. And
You're so smart.
what? Okay.
Carry on, brother.
But what they were talking about is, see, I didn't understand this because I also like I'll look at Twitter every now and again, but I'm looking for something. I don't just pick up when I'm bored. I ain't scrolling through social media. I'm playing Candy Crush like I am right now. It's not mean I'm bored. It's whatever. But
It's 'cause you got
apparently Twitter,
ADHD.
I do not
yes, that's what I was
actually.
about to say.
Actually, I don't.
You do.
I don't. But
I'll
apparently
diagnose you.
Twitter went nuts because they started releasing all of the names of like the women who work for the Celtics and all that. So when he was talking about he got choked up, that's why, because everybody there was a whole bunch of like in the Twitterverse about, is it this person putting people's personal information out there, pictures out there. It is nuts, man.
But were they just asking a question? Is it Woo?
Nah.
Is it Courtney? Is it Black?
Nah, but I mean, that gets the Celtics. Hold on. The Celtics fumbled the ball a long time ago with this whole thing because they could have prevented some of this. They could have kept it in house. They didn't keep it in house. Fine. But if you're going to air him out, you probably need to air her out too, because that could have, because it takes two.
And she's not being aired out.
It was a
at all.
consensual, if it's a consensual relationship and he about to get suspended for a year, something probably happened to her as well. If it did, even if it didn't, it's two sides, it's two
What
people.
could happen to her though if she is the wife of the owner? Would the owner gonna resign?
No, I'm talking about the staff person.
Oh.
I didn't know anything about the owner's wife until today.
So
That's why it makes so much more sense.
yeah, we'll pull it up for full facts. But so when it first broke, everybody was making it about Nia Long, and because Nia Long is like this,
'Cause she's the name.
she's one of our treasures as far as like
They're engaged or something. They got a
Yeah.
kid together.
Now
They
wait
were
a
just
minute. Let's talk about
engaged.
this engagement.
It's just like been some years, right?
Yeah, they've been
Yeah.
engaged since like 2015.
Girl,
Yeah.
never mind.
Hey, sometimes you got to. hey, walk with me. I'm gonna
If
keep
I
you a
can-
long
if
time.
I can do it over, I'm gonna walk with you, cause
Walk-
baby,
Walk with me now.
cause baby.
Walk with me.
So look,
Depending on what the ring look
that was the
like.
first thing. Okay, the first issue was that it was Nia Long. Everybody was just like, "How you cheat on Nia Long?" And then the other point that was made was that like if you cheat on Nia Long, anybody can get cheated on. We said the same thing
What
about
about
Beyonce,
Beyonce? Y'all-
right? We
y'all
said the
been
same
saying
thing
that.
about everybody except Michelle Obama. That's the only person that we don't know that we adore that had been cheated on to our knowledge.
To
Okay,
our knowledge.
Man,
Y'all just don't
man,
know. Okay.
that
What-
happens. They all
what-
come in for
what
Obama's
happens?
head.
Look, what happens when that breaks?
Oh, my
Girl,
God.
it's not gonna break.
Oh,
It's
one
not gonna
day.
break. I'm sure he's cheated.
Why would he
oh,
break?
come on now. Come on. They done broad brushed us.
I'm sure he's cheated.
Why?
Because I'm just
Because,
sure
huh?
he's cheated.
Why would you
Because
say
they say all
that?
men cheat. Like, what are you saying?
That's
I'm
what she's
sure
saying.
he's cheated.
That's what she
Marco
said
B
without
told
saying
us
So
it.
that
y'all
like
mean to tell
15
me
years
y'all don't
ago.
think this man is cheated? That's what y'all saying. This is a collective thing.
I just don't want to think about it.
Okay, well, don't.
Oh, you too, Black?
She said,
I thought that we were on the same page.
We
when it
are.
came to-
I care about him, no, and I don't really think about
Goodbye.
Wait a minute. We're gonna have to take a break. She's emotional for no reason right now. I don't know.
Michelle cheated last Thursday.
Okay.
Now I ain't talking about no Bob. I'm just talking about Michelle. So you ain't gonna get me on that. I know.
Look, 'cause you
Hey,
can't
they
say
listening.
Barack,
They
right?
listening now.
They always tuned in.
The
So
folks come get you.
So let's put that as a poll. Let's put that as a poll. If you're watching, I see we got some live viewers right now. If you're watching, we are not being funny. We are being funny, but we're not trying to do anything to make you politically hurt. We're not trying to hurt you. We're not trying to tarnish the image of our former president. But as far as we know, he is one of the few black men,
Hold on, wait a minute. Now you
period,
on
that
that
has
too.
not cheated.
Come on, fam.
Do
So-
you agree or disagree? If you agree or disagree, please put it in the comments. Do you feel that Barack Obama has ever cheated? Because he's the standard. Like, him and my dad are like,
Yeah. That's it. That's it. That's all.
And my dad
They your
too.
daddy, right? Like your daddy. Our dad is right. Like,
Let me
Quentin
tell you.
like, don't talk about daddy.
My daddy. My daddy. He did.
Hey, right. Like, we gonna talk about our daddies because if you say a word, I'm gonna bush you in the mouth.
In the mouth.
I mean, I'm
Going
still
back
gonna bust
to
you in the
throat.
mouth about my dad is blood.
But I'm not agreeing with the rest of y'all.
Right.
I got a family tree to prove it.
So look,
Rolling.
I
Stone.
want comments though. Look, I want comments. Have all men cheated? And we say no, our daddies haven't, but we say our daddies and Obama. That's about the size of it.
And me.
And
Oh, and
yeah, we
Dave.
forgot about
Okay.
you.
So it's
Tip,
y'all.
Tiffany, I
kill
love
Tip,
you.
don't
Hey,
kill
Tip, I
him.
love you.
Lord,
Oh.
Tiffany, hey baby, you are all that to me. You are the world to me. You know,
Oh,
So it's,
Tiffany.
it's y'all dad, it's
Shining
Obama
star.
and
if
Dave.
beauty was a brick,
Right,
you
my
have
dad-
your
my
own
dad
set
done
of
jumped in the
apartments, girl.
comments.
Dave still talking. Okay, Dave, why he love you?
Okay.
That hit my tickle box.
Let's be clear. Let's be clear. For show purposes, we
Y'all be
named-
cheating too.
I've never
What?
cheated.
Oh, here we go with this double standard.
Black
Nah,
women
don't.
don't cheat.
We
What
don't.
y'all talking
True.
about?
Are you
Yes,
kidding
We
me?
leave
So
y'all
Oh, that's a
first.
wrap. Nah, that's not.
You got Michelle,
I got.
Wooly.
We're about to go to a commercial.
Go on, take us in, Dave.
Hey, all the way from B94.9, where the B stands for vital on Sunday nights. We're about to go take a bathroom break out.
I ain't never cheated.
Okay, you one of the few.
I tell you.
I said I wanted to eat you. So I'm like,
I offer myself.
We're back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. It's Vital right here on a Sunday night. B94.9 WATV, y'all. Let me tell you, the radio show is great, but the simulcast is
gonna be litty.
Can you explain what a simulcast is again?
I broadcast in more than one place at a time. So podcasting is something totally different. What we see where people go live and they have something that they record, they call it a podcast. We call it what it is. It's a broadcast that's in multiple places, which is a simulcast.
So we're gonna be.
She sounded like she was throwing shots.
Shade.
I got credentials in that.
She's an Abby Award winner. She knows what she's doing.
Look, no shade. Okay. So when we left, we asked the question. We wanted to know what you all thought about
Black women cheating because they don't.
And do not.
Women and men. You're not going to sit here and tell me that only men cheat. That is not true.
We just told you that, Chuck. It's true.
It's not
You
true.
said it. I don't understand.
Women cheat only when
Women lie too, because that's what y'all doing right now.
Okay,
Come on,
okay,
fam.
okay.
Y'all-
Okay, so what? Let me expound on what Candace was trying to explain.
before you
Okay.
cut me off.
Women don't cheat first.
That's,
We get our lick back.
that's also not true.
Yes, it is.
I got
It is true because I
homegirls.
said it. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Your homegirls need
Can
to
you
go.
say I'm a millionaire too, so I
I
can be a
can't.
millionaire?
That's what
They need
you
to go
like
cleanse
to say.
themselves in Lake Winnetonka. Because if they're
Okay,
out here
Apollonia.
cheating, they're out here cheating, and we don't do that.
That's not
All right.
true. That's literally not true, man. Y'all,
Okay,
why did we
okay,
get on
sure.
this?
I don't know.
Why did we get to this? Because of Neil Long,
Oh,
right?
Neil
yeah.
Long and we talked about Barack Obama.
Because she said Barack done already cheated. That was her, not us. Folks, come get her. Don't get me. Numbers.
Daddy, not necessarily. If a man cheats, he cheats with a cheating woman. He might be cheating with a cheating man. Who knows? But look, let's
What
get off
your
of
daddy
that.
said?
He said if a man cheats, he cheats with a cheating woman, which is not true because I'm single. You the one that's like
Right.
You are assistant. Hold on.
I'm just saying.
No.
What, Chuck?
Because here's the deal. If
Look
you
at Dave, he's so quiet.
all right,
Tip my
Because he don't-
homegirl,
'cause he don't know
like,
nothing about this.
Go, Chuck.
It-
I want.
if
Go
you
ahead.
if you pull up, if you ride in the car with somebody, you drive
Yeah.
somebody to a gas station.
Yeah.
They rob the gas station. They get back in the car.
Yeah.
You going to jail too, right?
I'm getting
Okay.
out the car.
Huh?
Getting out the car.
No. But I'm saying if you drive them,
They're an accessory.
they're an accessory. So like if somebody,
So
if
you
you
mean saying
single,
me
hold
we're
on.
an
If you
accessory
hold
for
on.
dropping our homegirl off?
Hold on. So if you single and you know somebody is in a relationship, you helping them cheat. You cheating too.
Get the book. All right. So
Oh yeah. When's that coming out? Is it out?
October.
October what?
Oh, it's hard to say a date, but October for sure.
Scorpio season coming up.
Libra season is right now.
I know it's my mama, but
Woohoo!
Scorpio season coming up. It's
Chuck,
our time to shine.
Libra season just started. My
I said it's
birthday
right
has-
now.
So wait on that Scorpio. What are you doing?
I'm just previewing.
Gosh.
I'm a counselor.
Me too.
My mama a Libra. You know I love
I
Libra.
know. We're so great.
Okay.
Dave still ain't talking.
We're
it's okay.
cancers.
It's okay. We moved on.
Hey, I'm a help. No, Chuck got to get this heat, man. Cause
Yeah,
I
'cause
was
you got
here
it
last week by
babe.
myself.
Yeah.
Ooh, and just so happened a bunch of fellows was on the airway that was
I
kind of helping me
like,
out. But
all
so
dudes. Let me see who.
if y'all give Chuck a black eye, and I got to come to his aid, bro. But until then, though,
What I say at my day job. Everybody catches smoke, me too. So I'm with it.
So
You
look,
throw it, I'm gonna throw it right back.
just to be real about
know.
what it really is. People they really take it to heart and take special interest when the person that is cheated on is somebody that's revered.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh my goodness, how could he do that? He fumbled the bag. She's the most beautiful woman in the industry. He's the most lovable man ever. How could that have happened to them? And we just prove the point because
It can happen to anybody.
Happen to
Beyonce.
Well, and those people are weird because I don't know this lady. I don't care.
that part.
You know, even though who's
Hun-
the
she just-
Royals,
Ooh,
William.
Yeah.
I don't know Kate, but I'm glad that his headline was saying like it is because he did all that cheating. That's what you get.
William was cheating.
Yeah,
Really?
Ugh.
yeah.
I don't see.
With who?
Y'all be
I don't know. Somebody like them
They say
teeth
the-
because girl.
y'all be looking in the little magazines when y'all in the checkout line.
I do, yeah.
In public.
and then his daddy doesn't even follow his grandmama's footsteps
Ooh.
and said she can't come to the dinner.
That
Look it up.
happened?
Look it up. Come on.
A
I'm
dinner
gonna
that's
research
about
it.
to happen.
It's something really.
Oh,
William
wow.
is not. He's turning down something because the new monarch is saying that Kate is not welcome. Look it up.
Oh,
Mm,
Kate or Megan?
Megan. It's
No.
got to be Megan.
Maybe I'm.
They like Kate.
So it's it must
big.
be
It's the half. It's the half black one.
which one?
The half
The kind of
black
black
one.
one.
Half black.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to the second hour of the Abby Award Winning Vital Show. We are all over the place because life is all over the place right now. And Megan, from the Royals to the Neil Long to Jeffrey Dahmer, is so much happening. People are talking about everything, even the local events. If we are
Oh.
not talking about what you've been talking about, let us know what that is so that we can talk about it. What's up, Chuck?
So since it's Hispanic Heritage Month,
That too.
you forgot to mention Fiesta. Fiesta happened on
It
Saturday
was
too.
massive. It was
No,
massive.
we don't.
I
We
did.
don't sing Robert Kelly.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh, I
I
forgot.
did fail to mention that. Thanks, Chuck. So while everybody was partying and celebrating their silos, our Latino and Latinas brothers and sisters were turning up from all week. So
Yes, it's
hold-
always a good time, yo.
September, like Libra season is just phenomenal, Chuck.
Like September 15th when it starts, like if y'all, man, downtown was nuts. And it's every year. Like it's, yeah. Be proud of your folks.
Yeah, for sure. So it's a lot happening.
Oh.
Also, right now, what's happening today, National Daughters Day. Shouts out to we have daughters, so shouts out to all the daughters. We are daughters. Gold Star Mother's Day.
I love somebody's daughter.
All right. It is one hit wonder day. What's your favorite artist that has one hit? It's one hit wonder day. One hit wonder.
Rocky Robbins, you and me.
How'd that go?
ROCKIE Robbins. Look it up.
Okay. One hit. That's all he got.
What's old boy always feel like somebody's watching me?
I always feel like-
Rockwell.
Okay. Now see, right. It's so hard to think because it's one hit. They got one hit. Let me think.
You know what?
Yep. Nah,
Is
he had another
Wayne
one.
Wonder No Letting Go be one hit wonder?
Well, who?
Wayne Wonder, because I don't really know any
That's
of the
ki-
songs
yeah.
he came
Who
out
was
with.
Wayne Wonder?
No, 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 hold it back. Oh, no,
Oh,
Is that one hit? Is that a one hit wonder? Because I don't know any other songs that he's done.
I
other
kind of
than
think
that.
so.
What was the little chubby kid's name?
But Albert.
No. I'm gonna think of it.
One hit wonders. What's your one hit? Post it in the comments. If your artist made one song, you can either think of that one hit or that one hit wonder. Who is
Whoever-
that artist for you?
Who's saying "Rocking the Casbah"?
Today is also, why you think about that? Today is also quesadilla day. Quesadilla. But today is quesadilla day. It's also research administrator day and tune up day. So I don't know what type of tune up you need, but today would have been the day to do it. Tune up
and turn up.
day. So that's what we're celebrating today, and it's still self-care awareness month as well. One hit wonders.
Let's see. I just put up a list of one hit wonders. I'm Too Sexy.
I thought about Right
Okay.
Said Fred,
Ice Ice Baby.
Vanilla Ice,
That's it?
Robert.
Baby.
Yes.
Baby Got
That's all it is?
Back.
No,
Okay.
no. Sir Mix-a-Lot. No, that he's got more than one.
That's what.
My Posse
that's
on
what's
Broadway?
listed.
That may be the only hit.
No, My Posse on Broadway.
You
ain't gonna talk to me about rap music.
Oh, Me and Mrs. Jones. I didn't know that was a one hit wonder.
Who was that by?
Who is that?
Billy Paul. Me.
Oh yeah. Well, we know the song.
Yeah. Oh, well, hold on. See, this is why me and you stay into.
Yeah.
This is
I just
what.
wanted you to get further down the
This
list.
is what we.
That's
You know
it.
what? I'm
Just
sick
want
of
you to
you.
read the list.
Let's see.
He
What else on
came
this
in with
list?
all power in his hands.
Right. Don't worry, be happy.
Okay, Bobby McFerrin.
Bobby McFerrin, yeah.
I touched myself. I don't even know who.
Oh
that-
yeah. The Divinyls.
Of course, you would know that one.
Hold on.
Oh.
She said
Leave
it's
it
self.
alone.
What'd you say? Self care.
Shoot.
I told you, I throw it right
He
back.
better leave me alone.
I
He
throw it right
started
back.
He started it. Let's see.
One hit wonder.
Funky Town,
Oh, yeah.
Maniac.
Yeah.
I've never been to me. I don't know what that is. What I am putting on the
That's why
Ritz.
it's the one hit wonder.
Right, put it on the Ritz.
Wait, hold on. Putting on the Ritz is by who?
Taco.
I thought there was another song.
I know what boys like.
Yeah.
Mm.
Spirit in the
Jeffrey
Sky,
Dahmer song.
Bust a Move. By Young MC.
No, yeah. Well, yeah.
Achy Breaky Heart. Billy Ray Cyrus had more
No,
than
that's
one
not a
hit.
one-hit
That's not
wonder.
right.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know the rest of them.
Don't Want to
songs.
Fall in Love, Heart and Soul. Don't Give Up on Us. What's Up?
Don't want to fall in love is by who?
I Want Candy. Bow Wow. What?
Nah, see, that list trash.
Oh yeah, let's stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Hey,
That
so
was
it's over
that's
with.
not
y'all,
right.
y'all going too far now. Y'all making up songs and artists. Okay.
But okay, it did pull up one hit wonder rappers. This is awful. They have Craig Mack listed,
No,
Young
absolutely not.
MC,
Absolutely not.
Silky
maybe.
Fine, MC Hammer, and Skilo.
Yeah.
Skilo, maybe.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, you do.
I know. Yeah.
You got this. You know this song. If you.
Rabbit and the Hat and the bed. And no, isn't that? That's not who that
Mm-mm.
is.
Anyway, I'll get to it.
Chuck, you would appreciate this one. It's also fall hat month, so we can get out our wool fedoras and
Do
our
it.
scullies and all those different caps and hats. And
I love when people walk by me and they're like, "Man, I can't pull off that hat." And I'm like, "Man, the only way you pull it off is put it on." Just
Oh,
do it.
that's dope.
do it.
Yeah, but don't do it because then you're gonna be jacking. So just let Chuck do what he's doing.
Mm.
All right. So with all of those things that we're celebrating, we think about moving into more serious topics here, and we're looking at self-care awareness month. So like when we talk about what you do to take care of yourself and how important that is to you in the month of September, and different things that you wish to accomplish, what are you all doing to take care of yourselves? Like on a daily basis, what do you do to put yourself first? Like I've given you all month to think about this and to have a good answer. And Black, you still looking at me like
Because I had something. I'm not gonna say it. Some
Okay.
people touch themselves, but
you
Hey,
said
man.
that last time.
One hit wonder.
I mean, some people do.
It can be a one hit
Yeah,
wonder when you
Jeffrey
touch yourself.
Dahmer did that too. I'm stuck on this right now.
So
Yeah,
we're
no,
all
I'll be
stuck
hyper-
on something in our
hyper-focused.
brains. Like we're
Jeffrey
stuck.
Dahmer was doing that, and he realized that, like,
Touching himself.
yes.
Man,
Yeah.
I'm so lost. I ain't never lost, but I am so lost.
Can you watch Jeffrey Dahmer?
I'm just lost in this whole.
I'm sure the listeners are as well, but hey, it is what it is. When you think about everything that's happening, self-care awareness month, what do you do for self-care? Jeffrey Dahmer touched himself and killed people and obsessed over the parts
Oh, okay.
That
All right.
is awful.
because they were shiny and wet.
See,
That's
These
what the
jo-
psychologist said.
these jokes write themselves.
This is what he said. So
because they were what?
shiny and wet. He
wet.
said that men like though they're attracted to those type things, and that's probably where this fascination came from.
That's fair.
Y'all got to watch it. I'm just telling you.
I'm gonna watch it as soon as I get home.
All right. So what are you doing for self-care? Chuck, do you have anything like any routine that you wish to share that people can be helped by? Like,
No, cheese.
I forgot your cheese. Dang. Okay.
Like cheese is my comfort food. For real talk.
So
Yeah, like real talk. You weren't here that day. Like I spent a lot of money. My friends know this. Like I love cheese. I eat a lot of cheese. Like when, yeah, that's my comfort food.
so for you that like when, let me
Real
help
talk,
you
seriously.
understand like how
Why
self-care
y'all
works.
laughing at me?
I don't know what
I'm out
that's
here trying to
about.
be vulnerable. Trying to reveal
I brought you
myself.
some cheese
Because
They
we
died.
talked about cheese and like yes, I do love cheese as well. Gouda is one of my favorites,
Right.
but like you did not say that like
No, that's my
For
com-
self-
Gouda
Self-care.
is your self care.
No,
Like
it
I'm
is.
just so tickled.
No,
I
seriously.
bet you make a mean grilled cheese sandwich.
I do. I make a lot of stuff too. But
Oh my God. Okay.
I cook.
Well,
but-
okay. Wait. Okay.
Cheese is my comfort food.
Courtney, go bring us
I
back.
don't even know.
Self-care.
I go
Court-
get my nails done.
See?
Yes.
I spend a
Okay.
whole lot of money. on
She
nails.
does. We just had this conversation.
I was gonna say
last
something
time
about
she
your
was
nails
here.
earlier.
What you was gonna say?
You got new nails since the last time I saw you.
I know.
He's so attentive. Corey Petway says
I
that he
paid
plays spades. That's what he does for self-care.
Can he teach me?
I'm sorry. What? Oh,
I don't
my
know how to
God.
play either.
What?
Yeah, not me either.
Oh, you was talking to me too. You was saying what to me? I don't know how to play.
Look at you looking like
Y'all don't know how to play spades?
I know how to play spades. I learned at church.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
I did at a convention.
You need
one
to
year.
call. You need to call Juanita
Yeah,
Why?
so
I don't
like-
need to do that.
because
You can teach them.
I can teach them how to play spades.
Corey says that he also rides his bike for self-care. And those are the type things. So let me explain what self-care is because I want to send us out all knowing how to care for ourselves in a way that is restorative, it's reviving, it is fulfilling. So self-care is something that you do for yourself that helps you replenish. It's not about somebody else. It's not about anything. This is what you do to make you feel better for you to take care of yourself. Some people may organize, some people cook, some people sleep for self-care, others may shop. Do not get self-care confused with addictions.
Yeah.
So September is also recovery month. Don't be in a situation to where you find your self-care pattern or habit or hobby to be something that you become addicted to.
Hmm.
And that may be difficult, right? Because I enjoy what I'm doing. So now I find myself needing rehab for it.
I don't know. There's a rehab for cheese, but I got a cheese problem. So
Look,
I don't
or
know.
rehab for me. Like I
seriously.
collect. If I like it, I got 100 of them.
Especially if it's little. You like
Right.
little stuff.
Is
If
that
it's some
called? Are you a
miniatures.
hoarder?
I almost said something that would have got us
No,
kicked off the
I
air. No, because I would be able to self-diagnose, but I definitely like if I like most of the things I like are oddities as well.
Okay.
So if I see
She
that
likes
y'all only
cups. She
right
has a
like
hunch.
shot
Shot
glasses,
glasses.
right,
Did you say cup?
shades, just different things that I know. Like if I come back, y'all ain't gonna have this. So I'm gonna get these in different colors.
You gonna be that old lady with all the china cabinets full
Yes.
of
Yep.
She is. She
pens
already
and
the
salt
old lady.
shakers, and
She
your
is.
house gonna smell like mothballs.
You a lie?
Yeah.
She already the old lady.
Yeah, roach.
Like a roach.
And your wood floors go creak when you walk.
Now she come at you. I can't help you. Just say
I'm
your
not
house smell
because
like
look,
mothballs.
I'm not because we know where this is coming from. So do we want to reference this docu-series one more time? Do we want to do that or do we
Nah,
wanna
we
be
good.
different with
Y'all
it?
like people that eat people. It's fine.
Not really. It's just so mind blowing. This is what's happening this
But I
month.
watch all. I like documentaries and stuff anyway.
where you can learn about other people.
I
and
watch
their
them all.
oddities.
Like I just watched the documentary on Netflix. Our Mother or something like that.
Oh, I started it. I ain't
Did you
finished.
watch the one about the what were we talking about here? The doctor or
Yeah.
the person
I
who
did.
impregnated?
I
whole
did
bunch
watch
of
that.
people?
That
Yeah.
sound like was
This
that Our Father?
one, yeah, that one's Our Father. This one on Netflix is about she was a beauty queen who killed her children
What?
and said she kept on telling the police that they were safe for like 6 months or so. Nobody even knew those kids were even dead until her parents went looking for them.
See, that's
I want y'all to know
problematic
mental
because
illness
it's
is
real.
real.
She did it all to go and be with this man that was praying with her on this podcast and stuff.
$1,499.
And yeah, like they actually killed his wife too. They were killing all these people, killed her ex-husband just to get all the insurance money and stuff.
And now
she
you
was a beauty
see
queen.
how all of these topics have tied together tonight. Like everything that we have talked about tonight goes into what you just said with this one show that you watched on Netflix. Comment right here from Elizabeth says that I eat fruits and vegetables and don't eat pork for self-care. More power to you, sis.
Is that self-care or health? I mean, I guess that can be healthy.
Yeah,
it's a little
so
bit of both.
Probably.
the self-care, like a tool that I use when people do not have healthy coping skills or don't know what they want to do, is a wheel, and it has these different pieces that you fill in for health, education, finance, religion, like different things that you can do in each one of those areas of your life for a holistic approach to self-care. So nobody should say, I don't know what I do.
Y'all,
I listen to music.
Okay,
it's
that's a
also
good one.
I mean, I used to hoop. all the
Sins of
time.
Our Mother. That's
But-
the
Right.
name of it.
I don't hoop no more. I'm about to have to start.
I meant to hit you about that. I'm talking about that later.
So
About me hooping?
Yeah.
What about it?
being athletic, look, he ready to coach.
I need to holler at you about it. I need your help.
All right.
Yeah.
good
Self
day.
care can be anything. Self care
What?
can be sitting up watching murder documentaries or whatever. It can be.
Which leads me to something else that happened this week with the death penalty. How do y'all feel about that?
I'm not God,
What
so I
happened? I don't know
cannot
what
take a
happened.
life.
I haven't.
Black, can you look up Alabama's most recent that did not happen because of the way that it was supposed to happen? So I want to know your thoughts on it first. Just how do you feel about things or about people killing people, like scheduled killings of other human beings? Talking about, we started off the show talking about prison reform and conditions of inmates in the prisons themselves. And Alabama is known to have some of the toughest, most ridiculous prisons in the world. The other night, someone was supposed to have been executed by a particular means.
By something
Alan
new, though, right?
Eugene
Right.
Miller.
Okay.
But what was it? I saw
Like some different type of gas or something, but this man was convicted in the 90s of killing 3 men. And
did he eat them?
Nah.
So you don't care about them then. You don't care
That's
about
not as look, I don't want to even comment. Like, it's not as interesting. But
Right.
Black, do you have the story pulled up?
Yes. Alan Eugene Miller was scheduled to be executed by lethal injection after a U.S. Supreme Court ruling earlier Thursday vacated a lower court injunction in long-running dispute over whether Miller would die by that method or nitrogen hypoxia, an untested and unproven method Alabama officials had said they were not ready to use yet. But after the Supreme Court ruled the execution could proceed by lethal injection, state officials Thursday said that they couldn't access Miller's veins within time limits, according to AL.com. This is on CNN, what I'm reading from. So it was blocked. Due to the time constraints resulting in the lateness of the court's proceedings, the execution was called off once it was determined the condemned's veins could not be assessed in accordance with our protocol before the expiration of the death warrant, said Alabama Department of Corrections Commissioner John Hamm. Miller has returned to his cell on death row.
You know what's crazy about this?
Did they refer to him as the condemned?
Yeah.
That's what's crazy.
Oh, that too.
Go ahead, John.
Like having somebody scheduled to be executed and then the execution failing and they're still on
Sir,
death row. That
yes.
is cruel, and that's actually cruel and unusual.
I
That
think
part
death row
alone,
is
right?
crueler than being
Yeah.
executed or put to death. I think
No,
it
you
is.
tell me you're gonna kill me this day, and I've been waiting on this day.
Right.
Then I get here, and
That's
you
actually
tell
cruel
me
and
Psych.
unusual. Yeah. Psych your mind for $1.99.
You'll do it next week.
So the death
That's wild.
penalty. I've waited on this day. Y'all gave me this day, or I've been.
You have a
sitting here.
death date.
That is that is
But
prescribed
he
by other
asked
people.
for it to be done by another method, right?
This
that-
nitrogen, yeah.
So,
Nitrogen hypoxia.
so my first question would be: at what point did he ask for the secondary method? And was it done strategically, in hopes to get it pushed back?
Maybe.
Because the only reason that I asked this question is because where the heck did he find out that the secondary method was
right.
even an option
Okay.
to ask for?
I mean, they got
The library.
Yeah, sure.
libraries.
I mean, that's how
Yeah,
Ted
that's
Bundy
what I'm
got
saying.
it.
It just
Library.
seems like it was
Don't
something
you-
that was done. It seems like it was something
The
that was done
library.
strategically.
Okay, I can see that. We wait to the final minute to say, you
Yeah.
know what, send them back. Huh.
Maybe.
Okay. So initial question still asked with no answers. Do you all support the death penalty?
I do, depending on the circumstances. I
I-
believe that anybody who rapes children should die.
Or be
Okay.
castrated.
Oh, okay.
No, I just feel like they should die.
Just simple.
Yeah, just die. You've ruined everything as it relates to children. You should die.
People are
Mm.
against the death penalty until they mama get raped and killed
Okay.
and they daddy get eaten. I'm just telling you. I mean, I'm just telling you.
The
Like, that's
reference,
what-
the reference to
I believe
The
that
docuseries.
I believe that the punishment should be parallel to the crime.
Okay, so brings me to my next story real quick. It's still connected.
Okay.
Actor Ryan Grantham gets life in prison after admitting that he shot and killed his mother, shot her in the back when she was playing the piano. If y'all don't know him, he is the actor on Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Oh, I remember him.
He shot and killed his
the
mama.
main character.
Yeah.
I know the name.
He covered the body with a sheet and surrounded it with lit candles and hung a rosary from the piano. He loaded his car with guns, ammunition, and drove to
See, go ahead and
drove
take him off the
around with the
street.
intention of killing the prime minister.
The what?
So okay,
mental health.
There we
Yeah.
go. So you got to know what
See,
to
no,
listen
man,
for.
why- no,
He also
see,
considered committing a mass shooting either
I
at
tell you.
Simon Fraser University, where he was a student, or on the Lionsgate Bridge. Fortunately, he changed his mind and turned himself in for the murder of his mother. So she was
Wow.
just sitting there on the piano playing, and he shot her in the back.
He didn't like her song.
Okay, all right.
Jay, exit stage right.
Piano man.
Well, okay, so,
So-
Dana, you need to speak to this.
So he needs to
because-
be killed.
Yeah, he do. He's nuts. Don't let him back out.
Special place.
And
But-
okay, you said that it's a mental illness. So what do you do with those people?
So I have a lot of thoughts about that because one thing I like my personal feelings are that people should be treated as people until people can't be treated as people, but they're still people. You don't allow people that will kill just with storylines like that, these extreme thought processes of, well, I'm going to go to the Golden Gate Bridge and I'm going to sacrifice her and put her around, like, wow, that's a lot of thought, but that thought comes from a very demented or very ill place. So I put those people somewhere where they can continue to receive treatment with people that are skilled to watch them. They don't have weapons. They don't have access to anything.
So how do you
But
stop those
somebody
mentally
has to
ill
watch
people?
them for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
Are you ever like not mentally ill anymore?
No.
So once mentally
No.
ill, always mentally ill.
I mean,
Okay.
you think about these type situations, so look, in this field, you can't just diagnose people. You can hypothetically speak on these situations on a radio show, but I can't say that this particular treatment plan works for this person, and that doesn't work.
But
Can I-
for someone who did who did something to this magnitude, today I'm mentally ill. 10
But
years
then I
from
stopped
now,
and turned around and went home and turned myself in.
Yeah.
You're still mentally ill. Do you know? Hold on. Do you know an alcoholic that can have one drink? No,
No.
not possible. It is what it is. No, I'm talking about somebody who is an alcoholic. Can they just have one drink? No, absolutely not. So if
but they can stop drinking. Like I can be an alcoholic
they're still an
for
alcoholic.
5 years, and then this year I decided that I'm not going to drink anymore, and I'll never have a drink again.
You're still
But
an
you're still a
alcoholic.
recovering
You're a
alcoholic.
recovering alcoholic.
Alcoholic, right?
Are you a recovering murderer?
So we stand to sit next to murderers every day, and we don't even know it.
We
Right.
probably do.
I do in my day job.
We
And
probably
it's your
do in
night job
Walmart.
too, right? You know, like people are reformed and revived in their own souls. And if I get off
But
on
do I
something or I
feel
never
safe
get
around
caught,
an alcoholic, or do I feel safe around a murderer? If I had to pick, with straw, I just give me auntie who like to drink Bud Light.
but you don't. But we never. The thing
I don't-
is, because according to the question that you asked about these people being cared for or watched for the rest of their life, there are people that don't get caught that just
Right.
stop,
Mhm.
or that may not stop, but
Jeffrey
they just
Dahmer
don't
did.
get caught.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
because you're not falling to your urges doesn't mean the urges still aren't
Right.
there, right? So,
Right.
like,
Yeah.
I think you're probably always mentally ill. You're able to cope, you're able to deal, you're able to suppress, you're able to do all these other things, but you're still mentally
And
ill.
that's no different from a pedophile.
right.
So, which could lead us to another conversation, but I'll wait.
Oh, no,
So
no,
we have
I
a
don't wanna-
comment here that says, "Can a mentally ill person come to the realization that that person has a problem and needs help?" Yes,
Mhm.
absolutely. But what type of help? Like,
Right.
I can come to the realization that I have a problem, or that I know where this started. I know I can say that.
Right.
But does that mean that I can totally can I be transformed? Yes. Can my life completely change and I start being a great person? Yes. Will I always remember what I did and possibly be triggered?
What do you mean a great person? Just because you're mentally ill doesn't mean you're not a good person.
If I'm a mentally ill person that decides to kill and eat people, what am I?
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah. Pretty much.
All right, thanks for listening, everyone. We are gonna take a break. Chuck, that was good, but seriously, like, am I not a good person because I do bad things? I mean, like,
That's a whole John-
Good people do
Hold on,
bad
hold on,
things
hold on.
sometimes.
That's that whole John Donne thing that happened a long time ago. We all learned about in school. The age-old question: are people fundamentally evil and do good things, or are
Right.
people fundamentally good and do evil things? Age-old question. Nobody knows.
Like even on the movie though, I know of course no one wants to talk about it. But think about
We
it.
got to like.
A couple of people he killed, he stopped and put his head in his hands and cried. It was like, I know I got a problem.
He still killed.
And he kept doing it. He said it was, but one dude he sat at the edge of the bed and just cried, but he couldn't stop it.
And
I
then
feel
like,
like I'm gonna be so mad.
then some of
watching
these people
this.
actually care or try to like relate and connect with this person.
With
Who we
him.
connecting with? Jeffrey Dahmer?
Yeah, with the killer.
And then because if you saw him every day, you would not think that he was that dude.
Let me tell you.
there's something off?
Yeah.
Yes,
absolutely,
yes, of
'cause you
course.
are like-
I see
definitely.
people every day, and they be like, "Yep, somebody is in his
Like, let me
basement."
cross the road.
Right. Okay.
Let me go
So
to
let's
those-
ponder. on
Somebody's
this.
in his basement.
Let's ponder on this for a second. We're going to take our final break and
Shades
we'll
of
be
gray.
back. We will be back. I want you to keep thinking about it. You don't have to talk to your screen or to the radio. You can actually call in and talk to us or either post your comments. We are interested. Everything that we've talked about tonight weaves its way back to the docuseries and what the world is talking about and just the reality that we live in. Like what we're talking about is just like this. If you see me, it all goes together. So keep listening. I'll get your comments ready. We'll be right back. You're listening to Vital on V94.9 WATV.
Oh, God. Yes. So loud. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody's talking about that.
Yeah, we should.
Ric Flair.
What about Ric Flair?
Good conversation. A lot of different things are happening. We are talking about all of them, and the crazy thing is, all of them go together. It's like some type of correlation to every story that we've discussed tonight. And I hear that there's more. Brett Favre, like what's happening with him, or what has happened with him?
It's a story. If Black don't mind looking at it, but you got it. He stole a bunch of money out of Mississippi.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, allegedly.
These are not just
Yeah,
allegations, show.
Yeah. Twist it. Allegedly stole a bunch of money out of Mississippi to help pay for.
No. They got text
Okay, go ahead.
messages. They got his text messages now
Oh,
asking
okay.
whether or not, hey, are you sure nobody's gonna find out?
Oh,
Or are you sure this is legal?
It's for like his
So it's-
daughter's volleyball.
So essentially, what happened was there was a bunch of, I think, money for welfare, perhaps. I think
so they were doing like needy family food.
welfare. So they took money from the state of Mississippi, this welfare deal, and built a volleyball stadium or something. Built a volleyball something at the school his daughter went to. Like Brett Favre got
It's like
bread.
$5 million.
He got bread. Like that's wild.
So
And
this,
ain't nobody talking about it for real.
look, I was so stopped up this weekend I can't read until like last night when we were at
You
the
can't read when you.
I couldn't do nothing. Like I had all types of work to do. I couldn't do none of it. But I heard a story where a lot of people were indicted or allegedly in trouble for taking money that was connected to like loans and
Well, that's happened
grants.
too. Yeah, that's
so
happened
that's
too.
separate.
That's separate. That's
And
something
that was like
different.
in Milwaukee or something where they had
This
all
is in
these-
Mississippi.
Okay, I'm like, dang, now how you get caught up in that? So these are two different situations where people were supposed to be given money to do something positive.
Right. This is state funds for welfare recipients that he took or he directed to have a volleyball stadium built or a volleyball gym built at the school his daughter went to because she played.
Why he ain't
volleyball.
just okay? So I get
Why
the point. Why he
you-
ain't just build it?
I mean, well, the way rich folks stay rich is they don't spend their own money. That don't mean do something illegal.
Right, because now
But he took money from one of the poorest
Yeah,
states.
Yeah,
That's
they ain't
the
got good
thing.
water
And
in Mississippi.
yeah.
right.
Like,
And you took $5 million from them.
Yeah.
To build a volleyball gym for your daughter, which you could have wrote a check for.
right.
Black, you see any supporting facts on this story?
Black over here reads some, but I don't know what she read. I'm gonna tell on you.
Okay.
I'm researching.
I'm really curious about this one because
It is wild, yo. Like that is
And nobody's talking about it. Like it's
that's the
not
thing.
getting any.
Nope. Everybody's talking
let
about.
it have been Mike Vick or Sir Charles or somebody.
It was making a little steam before the Celtic situation. And,
Okay.
and then that's because that was everybody's sentiments on Facebook. Like,
Was it
so
making
nobody's
enough
talking
steam,
about
though?
it wasn't making enough steam. Nah. It was an easy throw off. So it's like, we got to get this off Brett Favre. He's America's quarterback. They ain't making no noise. They threw it off on the Celtics thing.
So what's supposed to happen now? Now that it is making some noise, what happens?
I love Brett Favre.
But he need to go to jail.
He's yeah. Yeah.
Cornelius, he need to die. He need to go to jail.
Right.
You robbing
I
the
would hate to
hold
come
on.
to your courtroom.
It's the opposite Robin Hood. He robbing the poor to steal for the rich. I mean, it's crazy, man. Or to give to the rich.
Like, do y'all really need a volleyball gym that bad?
They probably already had one.
And he can write the check. Could have done that.
My friend. Oh, okay. Here we go. So, hey, Patricia. Patricia says, use welfare funds to build a softball stadium. $5 million was the dollar. His daughter goes there. Yep. Food for poor families and temporary food for needy families. So all of these different situations, the Robin Hood effect is happening, and we're witnessing it happen. And people like us are like really trying to figure out how to make things happen, who to call, where to go, who to text to get it, and like make it happen. So when I send a text about business or asking a question, it definitely ain't gonna come up in no litigation like, well, she knew. No, the hell I didn't.
Yeah, I'm just trying to help.
That ain't what you said. That ain't what this is.
I'm just out here trying to help people.
Yeah, and that would be my line. I'm really trying to do what's right, and I thought this person was as well. Oh man, so that is definitely vital. Another thing that we announced that we would be talking about is this whole phenomenon of gentle parenting.
I'm gonna have to sit this one out.
Not necessarily, because what you see is the repercussions of gentle parenting in your courtroom, I'm sure.
Oh, fair. My day job.
Okay, so let's listen and let's chat about gentle parenting. So basically, it is described as, and I'm going to give you a synopsis. I don't want to give you anything that you can go and look for on your own. Let's just talk about it from everyday people's standpoint.
Okay.
I'm not going to fuss at my child. I'm not going to cuss at my child. I'm not going to discipline them physically. I'm not going to ever show them that I'm upset with them. I'm simply going to gently suggest that, hey, sweetheart, you're doing a phenomenal job, and mom has asked you to wash the dishes for the past 2 days. Do you need my assistance washing the dishes with you? Or would you like for mom to come in there and assist you with the dish? Like, that's gentle. The opposite of that would be,
good, get your
okay, right?
So on this docuseries, have y'all seen Dahmer's parents yet? Because that sounds like they some gentle parents.
Oh,
just saying.
Come on with it,
I'm
Chuck.
just saying.
Segue this time. We even in there. It all goes together. Parenting does have a big role in what we see in society. So we asked earlier about rearing our children in church, in some type of religious setting, and what that looks like. We say that doesn't really play a big part. Then we ask about the different forms of discipline. And I hear it in my office regularly now, and I'm shocked. You know, I was trying to do this gentle parenting thing, and it didn't grant me the results that I wished. I'm like, it's not going to. Gentle parenting does not mean don't discipline your child in any way, but it also does not mean that when people do discipline their child in any way that they are being abusive or over the top.
I pops mine real quick.
Yeah.
Sir,
Pops.
what are you doing?
Everybody that went to Alabama State that had my mama, they love her. I got stories that y'all would not believe.
Your mom did that to you?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, right?
I mean, look. Yeah.
Folks will love your mama to death and be like, they don't know your mama killed you last night.
Right. Right.
I was just there yesterday.
I can't listen. Here's the deal, man. We came out all right. Ain't nobody called DHR on my parents.
Okay, and then you think
I remember
about
the one time I threatened it. My sister
What you say, Chuck? I'm about
Oh.
to call DHR.
I told my sister that, and my sister seriously sat me down and broke down exactly what would happen, and I felt worse. I felt worse for saying that nonsense, yo.
How old were you?
She was in Princeton, so I was like 12 or 13.
And that's about the age
And
when
she
you
broke it
can't
down.
gentle parent. In
Right.
my opinion, like gentle parenting is what you do. Well, I'm not gonna say can't.
It's levels to it. I don't
Okay,
think that
okay.
I am. I'm not a gentle parent. I know.
Really?
Yeah, I know I'm not.
Word.
that. I'm definitely not that. But I'm not. I don't know. Like I don't have to beat my children.
Right.
Now I will say none of my children have electronics today. Like nobody.
How old are your kids?
Because
Can
they
I
ain't
ask
clean
that?
up my house. I have two 16-year-olds. I have a 14-year-old and I have a 2-year-old.
Okay. All right.
Um,
Context.
But I don't have I just don't have bad children.
You got twins?
No, I have one
Oh.
daughter is biologically mine.
Oh, that's
and I
right. That's
adopted
right.
a
I
daughter.
got it. Right. Got it.
But I don't have bad kids. But I used to beat their butt when they were
Right.
younger children. And now I think because I did that, maybe they're
They know
just
that
not
you're a psycho
awful.
and they
I
know don't play
yeah, I
with you.
guess. Now I ain't gonna lie, I almost pushed my baby out the window the other day.
Hey.
Not
hey,
really,
hey,
but yeah.
I mean, I did. Shit.
Hey,
Her
she was
mouth
in the metaverse.
No,
She had an Oculus
no, I
on.
was in real life. Her mouth was small.
Hey.
So listen to
Wait.
these
How
book
your mouth too
titles.
smart at two?
Oh,
Oh, I'm talking about 16.
yeah,
years
like
Oh.
2 years.
Oh well.
I
you
mean,
know.
she could get it too though, cause she the one.
I thought you said your 2-year-old.
Don't do it like that. Don't do it.
Y'all listen to these gentle parenting book titles. Stop yelling and love me more, please, Mom.
Oh,
Whatever.
I
That's a
count
book.
me
That's
out.
a book title. I'm glad my mom died.
What?
By Jeanette McCurdy.
So let me ask you before you go on. How can I ask this? Is this a
I feel
cultural?
where
or
you're
is
going
this-
with
Right, me too. I'm like,
Is this-
say it.
Is this like a race thing? Like
I think it is children, really.
It may have started that. It's a psychology themed thing that was
Mhm.
introduced by
I got it.
our counterparts. But the people that have come in and said it to me have been definitely brown. But
But that's new though, isn't it?
Somewhat.
Because it's trending.
Yeah,
That
somewhat.
hasn't always been the case.
And let me say this: I know some white folks that are not beating their kids, but like anyway, yeah.
I've seen some.
Racing.
Yeah. Listen to this one. Raising Good Humans, a mindful guide to breaking the cycle of reactive parenting and raising kind, confident kids. And I feel that,
Yeah.
Sure, but that's
okay.
like positive reinforcement.
which is standard.
Would that be? I'm gonna give you a whipping, but then I'm gonna explain why I whooped you.
Yeah, but let's
or-
talk before and after. Let's sandwich.
Yeah.
Let's sandwich the discipline.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's not.
Yeah, I like that.
Y'all should
Write a
book with
book.
me.
You sound
Yeah.
like a professional.
Yeah, thanks, Chuck. Listen to this one. Adult children of emotionally immature parents. Oh, now that's good, right?
That is.
Let's think about this.
That's a good one.
If parenting had some type of manual or some type of theory, would we be better people? I think that's the question for tonight. Like, what would make better people? Because clearly we need better people.
No, I
We
think
don't?
so. I don't think that would make the parenting better. Like if there was like some sort of how-to guide.
Yeah,
No?
I mean you can't have a
Because you can't go based off of just these books. Most people who write these books don't have children.
And
Yeah.
what works for my kids might not work for your
You-
kids.
Just like you cannot tell me how to pray,
You
Oh,
you cannot tell me
Tied
how to
in.
reach my child. My reaching my 26-year-old is not the same as reaching that 21-year-old I got. It's two different things. 26, super smooth, Mr. GQ smooth. At 21, Chuck Norm, he a rebel without a pause. But he in the military now, so it calmed him down. My
And he's
little girl
still
is
that
my little
person,
girl.
though,
You know,
right.
yeah, he skateboard, you know, as long as he got white t-shirts and some flip-flops, he good. He only puts on his uniform when he has to. But my older boy, I can say, hey man, I'm disappointed in you. He gonna calm down. That little boy,
You're like,
oh
"Hey."
bro, I got to
Right.
You got to
push him like the
different-
one like Courtney.
different types of parenting.
He gonna be like, I'm all right.
parentings for each child that you have. My
don't
dad
catch
said
face.
it was a young person, a young white woman that wrote the book. I'm glad that my mother died. They saw her on The View.
Yeah,
so
because
these
that's
people,
something wild that we ain't saying
Yeah.
Right.
Like, why would I say
We
that?
ain't
that. You might
saying
think it, but
that.
we ain't saying it.
You been at?
come on now.
Did you get put out?
Nah, ever.
Nah, not at all. Look, Keith Williams says James Evans in Good Times talk to his kids before he put that strap on them. though, like James Evans did display a good balance of parenting somewhat. He looked a bit firm. He looked firm.
It was his nose.
It was the nose.
It was.
It was the hair missing.
It was the nose.
Yeah.
His hair still could have been missing, but that nose, ooh, that nose was angry. Like, oh
Wow,
wow,
y'all so stupid.
that nose was trying to make it above water.
How y'all gonna talk about somebody dead? Like
I
that?
mean, but that is true.
Oh, he is.
I still,
Oh.
even after all of that, I still
I'm in on
think
the
that I
show,
have a
but-
clear understanding of what gentle parenting is.
Gentle parenting. So just a couple more, and it comes from some places that you can see this displayed now. The Montessori schools, they go by that. Time, like we thought time out was a thing, like a bad. Children that get a time out. That's not real parenting. That's not discipline. They ain't gonna do that.
It could be though.
It
It
absolutely
depends on the
could be.
child.
Yeah.
It depends on the child. Some kids might stand in that corner and think about what they did. Some kids like, girl, I ain't going in that corner
I
and
might
cuss you
stand in the
out.
corner and forget that I'm in the corner and be made a movie.
Right.
In my
Like
mind.
they're singing,
Like,
dancing.
but then who's to say, okay, I'm gonna give my kid a whipping, which okay. But for some kids, like, what does that really do? Like, I don't care that you gone. Oh, okay. So what's the worst? I used to do things knowing that I was gonna get a whipping, but
Actually,
what
my
I
mom would
wanted
give
to
me a
do-
choice.
huh?
My mom would give me a choice sometimes.
Of
Do you
what?
want a whipping or do you want to be grounded?
So
Go on
is
with
that-
me so I can get it over with.
Would you
Oh, no.
consider
They
that
ground
gentle
last
parenting?
longer.
It wasn't no
I would
choice.
consider that sharing parenting.
I mean,
'cause
it
she
is
was
what
sick
it
of me.
is.
It was
Like,
both for me.
You got both a whipping and grounded.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't think I never been grounded.
Oh.
Your mama said you can't go nowhere.
And then forget
Yeah.
about it.
And she take your stuff. She take your TV.
The worst thing.
everything.
The worst thing is so like where I lived, I had the neighborhood basketball goal, and so like when I got in trouble, like after I got beaten or whatever.
You didn't get beat, did you?
Oh yeah. Mama.
Just a spanking.
No.
So we would take
She
the
got
basketball.
No.
She leave
Worse,
it.
No. Worse.
Everybody
Other
else can
kids
use
play.
it.
Everybody else would be outside playing on my goal. I'm
In your
the house.
yard.
Yes. And that hurt. That hurt me to my heart.
Whoa.
That makes sense, Chuck. That's good parenting.
Yeah.
That is great
is.
parenting.
Yeah, like
The
you
beat-
said in the window watch.
You sit right here in this kitchen. like you hear the ball bouncing.
Wow, I
And they
Crazy.
remember.
screaming and laughing and
Crazy.
stuff.
And my
This-
friends be like, "Hey, you can't come outside. I just be in the window."
like that.
it's sad.
Everybody
So
doing the
sad.
same.
Yes.
Arms up. Listen, I remember this is not even my punishment, but I remember like Lara, we come into the phone lines in a minute. My brother, he was difficult. My brother and his friend, I don't know if they stayed up or what they did. They did something that was late at night. So my daddy, I guess, rested during the day to sit up with them at night, like set up with them when they dozed off. He, and I'm like, that's interesting parenting. That's good.
Like Claire
You'll never
Huxtable.
forget
them,
that.
Like Claire Huxtable did. Vanessa chug a love.
All
She went out
that is-
drinking.
I
Ooh,
like
I
that type
remember
of
that.
parenting.
Yeah.
That to me is like
Caught that fade.
that's creative.
It
That is that's riveting. You will never forget this, and I'm going to enjoy this. Now we can. Okay, do it again now,
One more time.
and then next time we go back. Now you remember you did this last time.
Okay. Like the video, I said, I don't know if it's the same video or if she keep doing it. It's like this little boy, he be doing stuff like dancing in class. So the mama told him to do the dance like he was doing in class.
Oh yeah.
He
Uh-huh.
was
That's your
he was
punishment.
doing the dance. He was crying. She was like, "No, you weren't crying when you was doing it in class."
That
Right.
was a dude. That was here.
That
went vi-
was?
yeah, he went viral for that.
Yeah,
so
it was a little
is that
boy. It
extreme
was
or is
really
that
funny.
gentle?
No, you a disruption in class. You like this dance so much. Do it at home.
Okay, let's go
And
to
do
the
what I
phone
tell you to
lines.
He
stop.
did it until his arms fell asleep.
Caller, you're in
Spaghetti
with
arms.
Vital on V94.9 WATV. What's your question, comment? What's your contribution to the conversation? Shalom. Okay, they hung up.
Jamal Sullivan.
Call back.
That's that dude name. That's
Call
who,
back.
That's who that was.
That was hilarious.
Dave, you look like you used to get in trouble in school, and like you used to get a lot of whippings.
And you love your wife. And
I ain't
that's a
finna,
great
I'm
person.
saying nothing
Beat
about
your
Tiffany.
kids.
Hey, baby.
So
listen.
they can love their
Uh,
wife.
I mean,
Hey,
something.
I would know for my 13th, was it 12th? 13th birthday party. I wanted to have a neighborhood party, just invite everybody. But my mom was like, nah, bro, we gonna pass out invitations. I'm like, bro, I'm 12. I'm not gonna go pass out no invitations. I want everybody in the hood to come. You know, my mom was like, no, because some of these kids around here,
She
bad
right.
kids. But those are the kids I wanted to come because I'm like,
They
yeah, they
lit
come to my
ones.
party, I'm in. So My mom was like, we're not having this party. I said, man, I'm gonna invite these folks. So she gave me the envelopes to take to take to school. Then she found the envelopes in my bedroom. Like I never took them to school. So my mom was like, when everybody she put a chair in the front door. And I had to sit in that chair. And she stood right behind me. She said, you better not tell your friends that you're not having no party. Let them come to the house. So when they came to the house, got out the car, their gifts and everything, and came to the house, I was like, my mama said, my mama said, no, tell them. She was standing right behind me with her hand on my shoulder. So all these folks done drove, their mamas done brought them from across town. I'm sitting in the door.
You couldn't even stand up.
No, my mom was like, when they come, don't tell nobody at school all week that we're not having the party. Let them come here. You're gonna tell them face to face. So as they was getting out their car, coming up the steps to the porch, they was like, hey, what's up, man? I'm like, I ain't having no.
Stop stuttering.
having
Say
no-
it.
I ain't having no party. So everybody out there in the yard now like, what you mean you ain't having no party? Man, I was the laughing stock of Wilkerson
Ooh.
Elementary School. But
I
like,
bet you wanted to move.
I couldn't because my mama was a teacher's aide, like what you call it? She was down at school every day. I was embarrassed. I had to sit right there and tell everybody as they came to my door one by one.
Dave, you won't ever forget that. And those are the type punishments that I believe are the most. That I mean,
Where your parent makes you have to tell your friends what you did or what's
hey,
going on.
I told my dad I didn't have enough privacy. He said privacy, and I just heard something.
he took the door off.
He took the door off and put it in his bedroom. He did that.
I just
I
don't
just-
remember.
I
being
just
punished.
wasn't like that.
You don't remember being what?
I don't remember being punished.
Oh, I got beat. I was
need to
about
have this
12 every
conversation
day.
with my mom.
Oh yeah,
I do. I remember the last whipping that I got. And I referred. I was like, "Dang, my mama was out here fighting me."
Girl,
Like,
when she was fighting you.
because that was rare. Like my mama didn't really. She didn't get
'Cause she's
involved
so
in that.
sweet.
I gave my daughter a whipping, and I had to like bite my cheek, not the leg.
I was like, "What is this?"
She was like, "Why are you?" I gave her a whipping like 2 days ago.
I would have been laughing too, girl.
Why are you hitting me?
I feel that.
Yeah, I
I've
want to
been
share
there.
some more book titles with you. The Brown Mama Mindset: A Blueprint for Black Moms on Life, Love, and Home.
Throw that away.
Now,
You
I
gotta go
will
in?
say
No.
that there are some Black mothers who are very harsh. Like, you ain't got to cuss your kids completely
Right,
out.
there we
Like, that
go.
is unacceptable. Don't do that.
Don't punch them in the chest. Don't slap them in the head. That's
Right. A
lot.
lot of times you can just pull your kid real close and talk real low to them and right in their face. And they be like, that lady is a psycho.
I
Let me
think
not
that's
play with
I
her."
think that's gentle. That is gentle.
Like, because I did that to Nadia a couple weeks ago, and she ain't played with me like that since. But I will say again, that's just been a couple of weeks ago, but she been cleaning up my house every weekend, doing her laundry. I wake up, I smell bleach and Lysol and everything.
Trying to kill you.
That's what. That's exactly what. Slowly.
She hoping you inhale real hard.
Arsenic
and
Telling
old
you-
lace.
Oh wow.
But like, just like, I hate to go in stores and hear Black mothers just cussing their
don't do that.
kids out. Sit your MFA
Oh, it'd be some
down.
white- it'd
Like,
be some
I
white
don't
ones too.
like that.
Yeah, I just don't like it.
Ooh.
Period. Like I do believe that children. I'm one that believes that children deserve respect. Children deserve.
They're
to be-
people too.
right? To be taught. Like if I'm not teaching you, how can I expect these things from you? If I'm not modeling the behavior that I wish to see, how can I expect this behavior from you? So I do feel like there are some elements of good parenting, positive parenting, and gentle parenting that a lot of people could use and benefit from. But I don't believe that we should just minimize the role of a parent and what that looks like by going by some template for somebody that has a
Well, you can't also have
You
a
know.
nation of like automatons, right? Like everybody can't be raised the exact same way.
Right.
There's no individuality at that point in time. Like I think I've done seen a Black Mirror episode about that before. It's crazy.
I want to share one more with you. Discipline without damage. I like that one, and I think that one speaks to a whole lifestyle. Like, how can we stop damaging our children so that we can at least hope for a better future? Because at this point, I'm kind of concerned.
I've had the discussion with my baby. I don't like even raising my voice at you. I don't like hitting you. I'm not gonna be doing all of that. So I need for you to listen and do as I say from the beginning.
Not as I do.
Right. Otherwise, I'm gonna start knocking your teeth in the back of your throat. Those braces
Y'all
ain't
be
gonna
out here
matter.
committing these. Listen, don't.
These verbal crimes, right?
Like,
Like, geez.
and you know I can't knock her teeth in the back of her
You
throat, but
could.
she don't know that.
You could.
I could. But then, Brett,
Once I
like
do it though.
I've told her before, you can be eating your food through a straw.
Oh wow.
Okay, let's just take this call. Caller, you're in with Vital. We're talking about gentle parenting right now. You may have heard something else. What's your contribution to the conversation? Hello.
That person don't want to talk to you, yo.
Hello. Are you in?
David, are
They're
you taking a
in.
nap? You taking a nap?
He thinking about all the whoopings he got.
All the whoopings he had got before.
Caller, we tried to get you in. I'm sorry, but hey, this comment right here says that this book is a great read. Spare the kids. Why whooping children won't save Black America. And he put the link in there. Thank you so much for that, Mr. Hatton.
Why you had to say it like that?
Because he
Whooping.
spelled it with the U.
Whooping.
WHUPPING.
It ain't gonna kill Black
That is
America
it.
either. I don't know.
All
Yeah.
kids don't deserve whooping. So I mean, it's a
Right.
catch-22. You don't always have to whoop them.
No, some of them do.
Yeah, now you could. I agree with that. I
Fast
might just
five.
go
Corey
home.
Pet Wave, you can get in. That will let me
Push
know
it
that the
to
phones
y'all.
are working. Hello.
Yo, what's up?
Hey there. How are you?
Doing good.
Good. Welcome in.
So-
You are part of the Fast Five. Let's go.
So I will say that my parents is way less harsh than what I got from my mama, and I can say I can see the difference in it. You know what I'm saying? Like my kids, I would lax on them when I was young, cause when you growing up, you say I ain't gonna do what my mama did. I ain't gonna whoop the whoop, and we all say we don't want to be our kids' best friend.
Right.
But I think subconsciously we kind of end up getting inside that little mold, you know what I'm saying? I found myself when my kids started getting to like 9 years old, 8 years old, and seeing certain behavior, I'm like, hold on. No, that ain't cool. I ain't liking that. We gonna have to change the way we doing it. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm to the point now with my children where I'm I'm so hard on to the point to where I want it to be when I look at you and I do that look.
Right.
Like, all right, I'm cutting up. I gotta get that right. My dad about to get. And they ain't
Exactly.
necessarily like, you know what I'm saying, putting hands on them or nothing like that, but also letting them know, like, you know what I'm saying, I ain't nothing to play with. And, when I say something, I mean it.
Thank you for that call. And I agree. Certain parenting for certain children. Create your own theory with your own family, your own children. Make sure they know off topic. You won't have to circle around with some form of abuse that's scary for you and your children. Gentle parenting may be the solution for some. G parenting may be the solution for others. Like keep it G. Anything else, y'all? We've covered a lot.
You know what we didn't talk about, and this is way off topic. But I follow Miss Roby from the Golden Crust in St. Louis. Y'all remember that? You remember that show?
The restaurant.
Yeah. So
Yes,
you know her
girl.
son
Sweetie
was
Pies.
convicted.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you do that right quick?
So her son, who worked at a restaurant, who was a
Tim.
convicted felon, he killed his nephew, her grandson.
Yeah.
Well, he
and-
had him killed.
Yeah, he had him killed, rather.
Yep.
And he was convicted this past week.
Yes, past week.
What did he get? Did he get?
Maybe
I don't know
life.
what he got. 20 years, life.
I can remember. I can
It
look
I
it
don't
up.
should, it should
remember.
be a long time because once again, Courtney, this is very much relevant to the conversation. As a result of all of his mess, the
Mhm.
restaurants are now closing.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
check this out though. He hired an exotic dancer to set this whole situation up. He
Mhm.
hired a hitman.
Mhm.
He brought his nephew in and said that he was going to serve as a father figure and take care of him. That was his role. So
Mhm.
I send my son to my brother because I trust my brother to take care of my son.
Right.
My brother then takes out a life insurance policy on my
A
nephew.
big
He feels that my nephew is going to be a financial gain. That's why he asked for him and he hired the hitman to hit him. They hit him. He got caught up. And now my mama's restaurant is closed because I was greedy and evil.
Mhm.
And that was the most
That
the
was
money
most
making one. That's the
popular
what upper crust they call
Yep.
it.
Oh boy.
She
Hey,
took all that money that she made from singing background years ago and
That's-
made this restaurant, and now everything she done worked hard for.
Cause see, I want to cuss him
Go on.
out. Let me stop. I see another comment from Jonathan. Jonathan, no, we did not talk about it on air, but go to our Facebook page, Vital Show. We'll talk about some stuff there as well during the week. And thank you so much for sharing that, Jonathan. We got to get off the air tonight, but that goes with what we've been talking about tonight. About he said the kid who killed his mom in Calera.
Oh yeah.
October
I
7th.
didn't hear about that.
October 7th, don't y'all forget Conversations with the Killer, Jeffrey Dahmer tapes, comes out on Netflix.
Oh, wow. And then don't forget October 1st, the Bruh Brunch at Bar Sebastian. Get your tickets on eventbrite.com. The Bruh Brunch is the second one and the final one of 2022. Let's see what else. I got a final comment. Vital family, we really enjoyed the hot topics and gentle parenting. Keep being vital. All right, y'all keep being vital too. Good night. I will chat with everybody in the morning or in the afternoon at 12 p.m. for the free lunch flashback right here on V94.9 WATV. Enjoy your week.
When is the brunch? When is the brunch?
Saturday.
I